Okay, no, I think people can hear you. I want to say, hi everyone. Welcome to the 10th point, season 3, end of the season championship. And the text up here should be updated to say that this is exciting. We finally managed to get to the end of one of the seasons, which has been there's been some stuff going on there, but we got things going, and today we're gonna crown our season 3 champion. It's exciting. So for those that do not know what we're talking about, what we're talking about, this is not Loman. This is a tournament series. We do it every week, and basically we just show up and play some Canadian Highlander, which is pretty much all of our favorite formats, or one of our favorite formats. Incredibly powerful magic. I'm sorry, Gozmit, I have not set up a chat command yet. Next season goal. I am joined in the booth. We'll have a rotating cast of commentators for today. I am joined here in the booth by WindyDelcarlo for this introduction. How, Windy? What's up?
Hi, I'm not in fact low man as it says on the screen.
No, I fixed it. I fixed it now. Okay. So
yeah,
this is exciting. We have some powerful magic to play. We're gonna see some pretty interesting matches. The format for today is going to be a double elimination gauntlet, basically. So we're gonna see. Essentially, we're gonna have Windy and Lowman square up in match 1 because they are the 5th place contestant. They have 5th place in the season. And then the winner is gonna play against Bailite. The winner of that's gonna play against Ramy. The winner of that's gonna play against Gozmit, which was the winner for the season. And in order to make things a little bit spicier, everything is played as double elimination. As double elimination thing. So in order for people to leave, they're gonna have to lose twice. We're gonna see the losers of matches 1 and 2 square each other while we have match 3 going on, and we're gonna see how that goes. We're gonna have our players offer commentary for today, so I'm gonna be disappearing. I'm gonna be disappearing in a few minutes, but in the meantime, yeah, we're pretty much close to being ready to go. I'm waiting at this point. We're close to getting ready to go. I would like our first 2 players to start getting a game in the vintage tournament practice room. In the meantime, yeah, I can talk a little bit about Canadian Highlander. That's I guess.
my current. I want to quickly mention. Now everyone gets to know that I don't have Days, Force of Will, or Blood Moon in my deck.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate. Now everyone knows this. No one gets to play around. No one needs to play around Force of Will anymore.
Well, so I think what we're doing for today is that because we're gonna have the players be on commentary, we decided to have them share the deck list among them, because I think we thought it would be more fair, because we are gonna have people like. We're gonna have Ramy and Bailite be on commentary for this match, right? But we don't want them to have the edge of being able to see what Windy and Lowman are playing. So
Vintage practice.
I see that Lowman has started the match and somebody else has joined it.
Sure has. This person.
Which is unfortunate.
Here I am, like looking around to grab deck lists and put them into the chat, and meanwhile, this person now joins the game.
Yeah. Okay. I'll let you go, man. I'll let you go ahead and join the tournament while I set things up. While I finish setting things up. Are Bailite and Ramy ready to jump in for commentary for this stream?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Alrighty. That's awesome. And neither of you have cameras? Let me remind me of that.
I do not have a camera.
Neither of us have cameras.
Neither of you have cameras. That's fine. Okay, Loman is getting things pretty much... Okay, Loman has a game going on. Perfect. So, if you could... not just get game actions going until you have started sharing your hands and stuff. That would be perfect, but... So yeah, share your... so I don't think Loman has done this before, but please share your screen so that I can see your hands. I'm gonna set things up, and... okay, so why don't Ramy and Bailite start talking a little about the matchup while I go deep into the tank and set things up and people share their hands, share their screens and stuff.
All right.
Okay,
So
we have WindyDelcarlo and Lowman02, with Lowman playing mono black. I think it was described as mid-range. It's fairly aggressive, got quite a low curve.
yeah, it looks like a modified version of a SUI Blacklist,
Hmm.
just with a few more top end and card advantage based cards. Yeah, the new points list with Mana Crypt and such being pointed higher does seem like it hit this deck a little bit, because it seems like it's something of a medium style deck, trying to play as many like 2 and a color spells as possible.
Indeed.
Yeah, and then we've got Windy on there. Is it spells list?
Very
Just-
tempo-y.
Very, very tempo-y, and looks probably very budget online as well, by my reckoning. No fetch lands, no Blood Moon, as you mentioned, no Force of Will.
Oh, you're right. I hadn't noticed the land base, but it's very trimmed. We've got 15 islands, 12 mountains, and then 4 non-basics.
Yeah. So it's
suppose
really
they're
cool.
all-
It's really cool to see someone in the like top 5 of a tournament with such a budget deck online. Just
Yeah.
kind of shows you how wide open of a format Highlander is.
Mm. And one thing I like as well is that just because a card is powerful doesn't mean it's expensive.
Yeah, you've got Ancestral Recall, which is definitely a powerful card.
Yeah.
It's the full 10 points are still available even in budget, which is really neat.
Yeah. What are Windy's points? Sorry, Ancestral for 6.
It's Ancestral for 7, 2 points for Strip,
7.
and then Treasure Cruise.
Okay.
Um,
And for Lowman we have Mana Crypt, Mox Jet, and Strip Mine.
is there one floating, possibly? There might be a Mind Twist
yeah,
somewhere in
could be
there
one.
too. It
No,
looks like one floating.
all the discard is very cheap,
Yeah, it looks like there's just one floating.
which is fine. I think there have been many discussions about how you may have 10 points available, but it doesn't mean you have to play all of them.
Yeah, totally. There are some decks that are definitely correct at somewhere between like 8 and 9 points.
Yeah.
Playing at 7 means
Sorry,
you
go
should
on.
add them. Just playing at 7 means you should definitely add a Mox, but that's another issue entirely.
Yeah. All right, we.
I have an
Lowman's on the play.
I have an explanation for that, and that is that Windy plays the same list that he plays in paper. So part of the reason that not everything that he does is optimize is that he's making sure that he has all the cards that are in his list.
Alright, so we've got turn 1 Bloodghast from Lowman into turn 1 Terramander. She's gonna die to this Liliana.
Yeah, Lowman is
Unfortunately.
having some technical issues, so he's not gonna share the hand. I don't know why Windy hasn't shared the hand.
It's all part of the fun.
Yeah, we'll figure things out.
Yeah, but
Yeah, so
even
that-
on turn 2, Lowman is well ahead in this game.
yeah, just having a Chrome Mox out there to accelerate you into your 2 and 3 mana plays is a huge thing. And then miracling this Temporal Mastery on turn 2 when you haven't been able to make your second land drop is really unfortunate for Windy there.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure why they would choose to reveal it.
Probably for the benefits of commentary.
That's fair. That's a good point. It's nice to know that Windy's being very considerate.
Yeah, also, I doubt that Lowman will be able to do that much with the information, considering the deck that he's playing.
Yes.
Most
that's
just
true.
like a race to kill.
Yeah, and Lowman's means of interacting with Time Walk in the hand. We'll generally look at the hand anyway, so.
Mhm.
So, Windy has 6 cards in hand, and Lowman's up to 3 on the draw step. What can Windy do to get back into this game?
I mean, there's not that much pressure if you can just deal with the Liliana. A 2-1 isn't the worst thing in the world to just deal with coming back over and over. So the real issue is going to be getting. Although that changes things.
Oh.
If there's a 2-mana counter here, then that could do something, but it doesn't look like there's going to be.
No.
So that makes it a lot more difficult to come back into the game, because what you really needed was just something like a Delver of Secrets, and some way to not literal Delver of Secrets, because obviously that will just die to the Liliana, but some threat that will be able to attack down the Liliana, or just having enough burn to deal with it.
Yeah, we've seen a comment from Windy in their game chat that my hand might be full of X1s.
Well, there's enough burn to deal with the Liliana, but this Ammon Eternal is going to hit and become a 5/5 again. And Windy has missed a land drop, it looks like. Although Lowman appears to be heavy on mana. We'll see if he has a 4-drop not coming up.
I imagine he has something. Oh, yep.
Yep. That's not a card that a Izzet deck will deal with very effectively apart from a bounce spell or countering. But as we saw, Windy doesn't have access to free counter spells, so the best outs there would have been something like a Daze or a Force of Will.
And
does
Windy have a Fire Blast?
Well, Fire Blasting a Phyrexian Obliterator tends to result in you having no permanence in play.
It does, but I was thinking of the turn previous when I was wondering how they could have prevented the Ammon Eternal from hitting them. But that's game 1.
Yes, that was a very fast game 1 from Lowman, just starting out with the Chrome Mox and slamming threats into other threats that just couldn't be dealt with.
No.
Yeah, who do you think has the edge in this matchup in general? Like from a high vantage point of just looking at the deck lists in general.
Just looking at the deck lists, I'd say the advantage has to fall on Lowman's side, because the Izzet deck is really just going to struggle to deal with a stream of the style of threats that Lowman's going to be putting into play. Because even something like a Gravecrawler or a Bloodghast that just keeps coming back, Blue-Red doesn't have an easy way to answer that. It doesn't have an easy way to just permanently kill something along those lines, and when you have other stickier threats and card advantage, it all kind of falls into place there. Which isn't to say that there's not play in the matchup.
No. Windy Gems and Ancestral Recall, just, you know.
Yeah. Terminal Ancestral Recall is definitely a way to win games of Magic.
Certainly a way to get back from a mulligan.
Yeah, generally it is correct to target yourself with the Ancestral Recall. That's a mistake that I've made before online.
Oh dear. That kind of
Needless to say, that game did not go well. It's one of those things that's much easier to do online than in paper when you're just playing automatically.
Yes, certainly. I suppose Windy's probably glad they took out Blood Moon against Lowman.
Against Mono Black, yes. Although this Delver of Secrets failing to flip here is a bit unfortunate, because he no longer has the chance to trade with this Gifted Aetherborn or get in for 3 damage. Although icing the Aetherborn is a reasonable play here. That gets him back a bit of tempo.
Do you think Windy might be tempted to block here?
I don't think so. The Delver of Secrets is going to become a 3-power creature, which will trade with something better than a Gravecrawler, and he's at 16 life. So
And Lowman's just made a zombie, so...
yeah, that's the other thing. It's Gravecrawler in this style of deck is likely to come back eventually.
Yeah.
We have Windy's hand!
Ah, excellent.
Very good. Yeah, so this Delver flipped, revealing a Flame Slash, which will be a way to either kill this Gifted Aetherborn or deal with half of the Drolf's Messenger. But we do have an issue in that it looks like Windy is missing red mana.
Yes, and has missed...
And
two
missed a land
drops.
drop. Yep, that's unfortunate. This Jace Fringe Prodigy is going to do something, but with a Ruin Raider coming down, which means that more cards are going to be flowing into Lowman's hand here. It looks like this game is looking pretty over at this point. Which, again, isn't to say that Windy couldn't do something like Miracle of Temporal Mastery and come back from here, but...
Well, Lowman's at 19, which makes it a little harder.
Yeah, it would have to be some sort of sequence of draws, like Miracle of Temporal Mastery, draw a mountain off your Jace Fringe Prodigy, and then kill 2 of Lowman's threats. But that sequence of plays doesn't look particularly likely to happen here.
No. I suppose one thing that adds up to your, I think, correct assessment of the matchup between the two decks is that Windy's threats need a whole lot more setup than Lowman's threats.
Yeah, and
just arrive on the table and can kill people.
That was quick.
Yeah, good game, Windy. Sorry for, some of the faster start.
Yeah, unfortunately, when my hand consists of Terramander, Young Pyromancer, Electrode, I actually cannot be Liliana.
That's like another thing with Highlander, right? Like, I'm not as handy to line up for games that are less than games. But I would be lying if I said my deck is fine for anything. But I like a dog and something and just win overwhelmingly against it.
That is absolutely Tempo's hardest matchup, is trying to play against an aggro deck. I can't play a control game against that, and I can't play an aggro game against it, so...
Yeah, I think more so than even like red. I mean, red decks are probably just faster. But
no, red decks are even more problem.
Stuff. It's got like a lot of recursive stuff. So it just,
I actually had Lava Coil.
What's up?
I actually had Lava Coil in hand to deal with your recursive stuff. That wasn't an issue. I just couldn't cast it.
Well, I also had the blood gas was off, so gas was gonna chop in there. And it just a lot of recursive stuff.
Yeah. The biggest issue was like not being able to, game 1 was not being able to cast Young Pyromancer just because it just dies. But if you have like Liliana the Veil, I'm okay with that. You can cast Young Pyromancer, untap, cast 2 spells.
Yeah.
Like completely stop your attacks.
Yep.
Alright. Alright, so the next matchup is gonna be our winner here, Lowman versus I want to say Bailite. I think
that's correct.
So let's change our commentary theme. Let's have Windy and Gozmit in the booth for this match. If
see you in a bit.
If people are in for that, so let's. I'll have you. Yeah, I mean, get the game going. I will look to start sharing your hands again. Lowman will not gonna have a hand, sadly, but we're gonna do our best to. Oh, that's the wrong screen.
Yeah, I didn't realize until I said that I didn't have a hand cam, because I have so many Discord notifications. It's like, oh yeah, these red numbers are just people looking for games in the Highlander chat.
Yeah, no, it's a little unfortunate, but the way it works out is that MTGO, you can't share the window. It doesn't work because MTGO is a quality program. You have to share the whole screen. That's why I have to go to my office to stream these tournaments, because I need MTGO on its own screen, separated from everything else.
But that's why you sit in the booth. Oh, that does make sense now.
Okay, so Lowman versus Bailite. So I know what Lowman's on. That's been made exhaustively clear.
Yes.
What is Bailite on?
And I believe Bailite is on his what he's been on the most of the weeks, if not all the weeks actually, a Abzan mid-range deck with. I haven't checked, but I believe it does have a fair bit of graveyard synergies, like some Satyr Wayfinder, some Wrench Vines, those kind of things. Might even have a Recurring Nightmare, I don't remember. I'll just find the list. Here it is. Yeah,
Okay.
classic Siege Rhinos, Knight.
Yeah, it's the deck that's posted by Image.
Yes. Oh, he did also post a link, I believe.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It'll
it's
be
your
nothing better
classic,
for me.
like, Abzan mid-range. Mana dogs, removal spells,
Alright.
discard spells, powerful threats.
I have Bailite's
Spells at them.
hand. I have Bailite's hand, so whenever the players want to get going, I'm gonna fix the stuff on screen. Sadly, I will not have Lowman's hand because, again...
Yeah.
So we have gotten started?
Yeah. Dread Wanderer. There's a Dread Wanderer in play now. So we're looking. What Bailite's looking for, I guess, is probably things like a Siege Rhino. I don't know if there's an option.
And actually, also a surprisingly good card I think you get on the curve, which does seem like he can, is actually Gerald's Verdict, right? I believe Gerald's Verdict, the 2-mana discard spell that he's got in his
Gerard's
hand.
Verdict.
Curving
Yeah,
a Traverse into land, into Verdict, into like Tarmogoyf is going to be a big deal for low man to deal with,
Yeah.
actually. And the Vindicate can take care of almost any big threats like Obliterator that should come out.
I'm not sure how you're seeing the hand.
Via the stream, actually.
Oh, just on the stream. Sure.
Yeah. Which
Yeah,
does
I
mean it's a
did-
bit behind compared to the game, but
Yeah. It's,
not the end of the world.
yeah. That also, yeah.
So-
We'll get updated soon. It needs to not
Interesting,
seem
he
like
didn't go for the turn 2 discard spell against the aggro deck. Is he waiting
It's-
perhaps to get some more important spells, or did he just want to play the winning way in hopes to get some more lands, possibly? Which it seems like he only hit an overgrown tomb, actually. Oh, he does have a Satania. That does start making a bit more sense that you want to go for some lands.
Yeah.
So from a high level perspective, what do you think is this matchup profile? Who do you think is the edge here?
Well, I think as a rule of thumb, depends on. I don't think Loman's actually got that much in the way of answers,
Like Engineer.
which means that
Just like one of these creatures.
Bailite, yeah, exactly. Bailite can easily put down a threat or two, and I can take care of a lot of nomads, especially 1 and 2 drops. Admittedly, Gifted Aberborn, as we see here, is a powerful option to swing through exactly those Tarmogoyfs and such.
Yeah. I think the thing that we like Bailite. This is very reliant, I think, on Bailite. Some method of
Blocking and just setting up a
Interesting.
wall. Really.
Death
Yeah,
touch. Okay. Like a just death touch.
he has
it's-
got no trait.
Yeah, it's reliant on Bailite finding some method of gaining life, like something like a Siege Rhino or
Yeah.
the Dragon
What-
Tusk.
This is actually a really good card from Lowman, a new card from Core set 2020.
Yeah, that
That's
definitely
20.
is pretty good.
Yeah, the Knight is really powerful as it's a way of it has it gets Death Touch, I believe, right? Yes, it does.
Yeah, it does. Well, it becomes a
Important for
4/5.
once again.
Once
It
you're
becomes
4/5.
a 4/5, yeah, and it also grows later on. He is gonna play the Verdict now in the hopes of probably hitting, well, not some lands, because that seems unlikely. He's gonna get 2 removals.
It's not failed malicious affliction.
That's pretty good. And then the Tarmogoyf is just gonna put a roadblock down. Mana Crypt off the top, it seems. Interesting. I guess he's swinging with he's swinging with everything.
Yeah, I guess. Well, if he blocks something that's not the Night Damage, you just complement with Legion, hit him for 5, and then you make the Night bigger.
Yeah.
That quickly gets out of range of that Tarmogoyf stuff.
Plus, the Dreadful Wanderer can come back, so there's like really no reason to even block that one. So it's either the Knight or the
Yeah, this is
the
just
Knight
this
he
is
has to
rating.
play with. That being said, I think it's correct for him to block the Knight. That's the real
So
threat
is it
here.
Vindicate, you said?
There was a Vindicate, and I believe it's a Titania that he can't cast at the moment.
Tanya.
He can like, I don't know, either Nissa or Vindicate here, and then play the Traverse
Can
to either get a land.
What's Delirium? Is Delirium active? Creature, land, sorcery. No, it's not.
Yeah,
Future
but he
land
can get a
sorcery.
land. The next turn he can play Titania, which is a huge thing to get down without putting
Uh,
the Delta in the grave.
I feel like if you're gonna get land, you just use this to do it. You want
That's
to,
true,
you,
yeah.
you
And then
really
just
want to
keep
use
the
that tutor.
Traverse for some possible life gain later on.
Well, you really want to use like Traverse to get something like Siege Rhino.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
You just
sorcery.
use land. Creatures
Land, sorcery,
yeah,
creature.
that's no instant. That's right.
We're looking for instants.
Yeah, or maybe a planeswalker, but that's unlikely to think. Oh, I should probably do that.
He's dead. That's Menace.
I believe it's
Well,
pronounced
probably-
Menace.
Yeah, I think this blocks Dread Wanderer.
I don't think I would block the. Oh yeah, he can sacrifice both of those. You think?
I think if
Problem
you
is he
block Dread
can't
Wanderer,
recur the Wanderer.
Yeah, I mean,
Plus-
yeah, if you block,
Plus, if he
you block Carrion
sacrifices,
Feeder-
if he does sacrifice the Relentless, he can't get that back immediately. I believe he has
Yeah.
to pay a black to do that.
Black to get that one back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I
you can't
think
do it like
it-
later
yeah.
on.
So if you block Carrion Feeder,
He
you make him
can
white
pay
for
the
Yeah.
X cost when it dies
Yeah, to
get-
get back
back either the
Dread
Dread
Wanderer.
Wanderer,
Dread Wanderer.
or does he have any? He doesn't have any other zombies in the graveyard,
it's
so
just
that's
Dread
probably gonna
Wanderer.
be. If he's smart, he's gonna like sacrifice that first. I don't actually know. Can they hear us? Are they in the same call, or did they leave? So we might be giving them tips if they are.
They're probably deafened. They both
Hopefully,
deafened.
yes, they are. That's respectful. Or they just deafened after we said that. Let's hope not. So, a kitchen thing. That's important.
That's
I
a
think
really
that's
good
more.
one.
I think that's a lot more important than actually getting into Titanium Town.
Oh yeah.
But
That-
again,
that's-
you're up against Black. And Black isn't known for its amount of bursts. There's a couple good cards in Black
I
that have
mean,
a bit of burst. But I
don't-
think I'd still play as a Titania here.
Well, what does the deck list have? Because
there's-
Bump in the Night is a burn
Yeah, I
spell,
don't-
as is Trader Tyrant's Choice. Those both just kill you now.
They will. There's definitely a couple of cards that can get you. There's even a what's it called? It's from Core 19, I believe, like 2 mana
Soul
healing
Stalker.
that only goes to the face, I think.
Yeah, I don't think he's playing that one.
No, I think you have to be really aggressive to do that, and he doesn't seem that aggressive,
Bosses.
going a bit high on the curve.
Gonna
with,
get
like-
the Kitchen Finks. So the Vindicate's gonna hit the Smuggler's Copter.
Yeah, absolutely. He can't deal with that right now.
Oh, just takes the Vindicate. It's perfectly okay.
Oh,
letting us one out of
Funsies,
the
yeah.
Finks.
Absolutely. I think the things you can later on grind through.
I mean, I guess you can still hit the
Still
Finks for
time,
two turns.
But I guess the crit is really gonna hurt Loman here for a lot over time. That shouldn't be forgotten, really.
Yeah, I don't think the game's gonna go that long.
No, but it's gonna definitely deal the color points of damage that may mean that Bailite can get in for the kill early on, and what's his Marcus Cutters can kill him.
Loman only needs 2 turns.
That's true. Unless, of course, there's gonna be some way for he still doesn't have Delirium, no.
No.
So he can't get further. Unless he can get Delirium and get something with Reverse, or find a way to get his Kitchen Finks to die. You're right, I think he is going to be dead in a couple turns.
Yeah, the Kitchen Finks puts you up to 4,
No,
Smuggler's Copter brings you to 1.
Kitchen Finks dying is still going to put him to 6 and 2 hits from the Copters.
Yeah, Finks dying doesn't matter.
He is going to need to find some way. I
Need to
think
find
he's
Ennis
a
into some
Boston
kind.
at Bailiff, if I am not wrong.
Casting the Traverse to get
I'll just find the list.
Space and Forest.
See
Oh,
what he can get.
this is
Yeah, Lizard.
That's-
Lizard is a way of digging, yeah. Oh, he's not going to use it to plus. That's interesting. Oh, I guess he needs 2 blockers for the red list and the Dread Wanderer.
yeah.
Because he's going to get aggressive with the Elemental.
Still got Tyrant's Choice.
What does he have that gains him life? He has Set Siege Rhino.
Siege
That's a
Rhino
contest,
and
but that's
Frag
gonna be
Tusk.
too late. Frag Tusk, yeah, true. green stuff in this is basically a Fractusk at this point.
I didn't see if there was an.
There's not of Autumn.
There's
That's a
not an
type
obstinate
draw.
Bailoff. There's a Night
Possibly
yeah.
Costa isn't going to do it.
No, there's no obstinate Bailoff.
If he has like a Abrupt Decay, yeah, he does. Assassin Trophy, also a good choice to draw. He has an Obsessive Skinner. Oh. Oh, it
Bailite-
seems like the game's
Bailite one.
over. Yeah.
Yeah. From the looks of it, the Smuggler's Copter attack was like, wait, now I'm just dead on board. Whoops.
I'm
Or that
probably
might have been
trying
dig
to
for
dig
burn
for
spell.
something.
That might have been dig for burn spell and then fail to find it.
So
go.
excuse me,
Ooh,
who won
that
game
is
one?
a
I kind
hand.
of got distracted
That's-
for a second.
Sorry?
Who won game one? I kind of got distracted for a second.
Bailite did.
That was Bailite. So we actually have an interesting hand from Bailite here, considering he has a Demonic Tutor and 2 4-drops and a 5-drop and a Wasteland. Wasteland's pretty bad. Demonic Tutor can't get something like Kitchen Things, but that's gonna be a turn 3 Kitchen Things.
Do we not have Lowman stack? There it is.
Oh, we do have his
it's
deck,
a
we just
TXT
don't have his
file.
hand.
Yeah. We have a TXT file.
Oh wow, that Javolt's verdict is really important, I think. That's gonna slow down Lowman, especially considering he's on the mulligan to what, 5?
Oh. Yeah, that would do it.
I will just check.
Oh, never mind. Not gonna get to cast it. Losses.
No, unless he goes for the Demonic Tutor to stop that play.
No.
But I could see
Take
him
card
going
verdict.
for Javolt's. Yeah, he's
Wasteland.
going for the...
One last full Gideon Alexander, Archmaster, Titania.
This is
Yeah.
a card I love. Shadow
this is-
Alley Dennison.
Yeah.
That's a
So,
card.
I
If you
mean-
don't know what it does, it's a 1/1 that says whenever another black creature enters the battlefield under your control, target creature gains Intimidate until end of turn. That's a
This
card you
Demonic
don't
Tutor
see.
This Demonic is gonna be Silver Scry, isn't it?
Silver Scry?
Or Ukraine. No, yeah, that already. Never mind.
Why were you thinking Silver Scry?
I was thinking this Demonic Tutor is going to serve the purpose of Silver Scrying. Because he
Fine,
needs to
get it
hit
one.
lands for Thrun and Gideon and.
Well, the other reason, yeah. Oh, I guess that's true, yeah. No, I guess
I didn't
Tuesday
realize
does
that,
take
I
up.
didn't see the What If Foothills in the hand.
I
Let's
guess
put you
Tuesday
as Kitchen
does take up
Things.
as well. Oh, that's a Henry's expertise is gonna be really big.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Especially if it draws another 3-drop to go off of like.
Yeah,
Nope,
and
there's
then
more
Nissa can go get the
4-drops.
land. The Nissa
He doesn't
This,
actually have
is
a
not
second
cast
black
for
at the moment, so
yeah does have a Siege
he
Rider.
doesn't have a he's gonna get a second green, so he's gonna be able to cast everything except
Yeah,
his expertise and Titania. He should be able to play either.
Nissa doesn't give you a say in the matter. Goodbye.
Oh, I'm kidding. Oh, who's skilled?
Yeah, you don't get the choice whether to get swamps or not with this.
Ooh, a Ruin Raider. That's solid.
Ruin Raider, also known as Angry Bob.
I
From
guess, yeah.
So I wonder,
That's not fitting.
wonder what the reasoning behind not just giving your creature unblockable was. I guess maybe he wanted the trade.
Possibly. That this can get out of hand, absolutely.
Yeah. So you're trying to.
Stage Rhino is gonna be real big
That
here,
is Swords to
followed by
Plowshares.
a Gideon that's just gonna start pumping out.
That's gonna get Swords to Plowshares immediately.
You see here the advantage of having removal that
That's
just kills
probably a
things
tap.
instead of dealing damage to them.
Lowman didn't realize the Siege Rider is black. Gave his Rider
Yeah, that's awkward.
Intimidate and then attacked and Siege Rider.
Inquisition as well. Lowman does have cards in hand to get, so and that's probably that might well be a. Did we see what he's hit off the?
Inquisition. Well, we'll know what we know. What he has Inquisition now.
Do we know if he hit something? He did hit a. What did he hit? A Fatal Push.
He has a Fatal Push and he lost
Did we
Mogus'
see
Marauder.
anything of the Ruin Raider?
The Mogus' Marauder just got discarded.
Oh, the Mogus Marauder.
Yeah.
Why did I see a Fatal Push?
Because we just saw Fatal Push with Inquisition. It goes left.
Also, he hit a Mogus and a Fatal Push.
Yeah.
Okay.
Carrion Feeder. Which I assume means that this Carrion Feeder is gonna eat something and then kill this Siege Rhino.
Yeah.
After
Probably not now. but
Lowman
just
has
gonna wait.
realized that Intimidate doesn't actually get through Siege Rhino. So yeah, we can
He
get
could also,
Gideon
if he feels certain
One.
enough that his show that he doesn't can get there somehow, he could get real
Okay.
greedy and try and keep that one around in hopes of there being absolutely no other black creatures. That is kind of greedy though, especially with Gideon just gonna keep putting pressure on the board.
Yeah. This Wasteland's not doing a whole lot.
No, it is literally a waste
Yep.
in more than one way. It's looking really good for Bailite this time around. And this is what I said. He needs to get his siege rhinos and such.
Yeah, Siege Rhino down makes things
The
way better.
ability, the fact that he drew a second relevant card so that the drill bit wasn't just gonna take his demonic to was a big deal. That meant he had something to do. Also, the fact that he drew a Nissa as well. Wait, did he tutor for the Nissa actually? He might have tutored for the Nissa. I didn't really see what he tutored for. That would make sense actually because he really needed the land.
To a Gideon.
Yeah, smart play by him here. So he's gonna play the Bob, trigger the Intimidate before, and then sacrifice it afterwards, triggering the Revolt, so that the Fatal Push is actually lethal. Well, not lethal, is able to kill off the Siege Rhino. This Dark Confidence is going to be really important. It's going to be important for Bailite to deal with it, or just put enough pressure on it for not to. Yeah, he's going to go ahead.
Yeah,
and his expertise
he's
right
gonna
away. Oh, and the Tamago, yeah. Plus that Titania and that Gideon is just going to lock down the game with not much of a chance to Lowman to really recuperate.
So the answer is Lowman does not have access to burn spells.
No, he doesn't. And that's gonna make it even worse. Like, I don't see a way, honestly, that Lowman wins here. I'm pretty sure this game's over.
His opponent forgets how to attack.
Okay, that's a way, I guess. That's true.
It's like Mako crashes and then
Rematch, I suppose. Yeah.
yeah, match over.
Yeah.
Hey, good games, Bailite.
Well, it's 1-1, isn't it? No, it's 2-1. Right, Bailite did win the first one.
Yeah, as it turns out, medium, and he draws player.
You were cutting out a bit on my end, at least. I'm not sure if that's just my.
Oh no, what I was saying is good games of Bailite. The second game with Savage, his top decks were like right on point. Like they were just rough and touching great. Like, tough matchup.
Yeah. Like if he gets like green creatures against the black aggro deck, or even an aggro deck in general.
The hand I thought was very beatable. The issue that I ran into is when he sort of plowshares my set that I kept the hand face down the trader after having seen the opener, it becomes a lot more challenging. That was the card that I ended up having to use there. Without it, like I'm pretty much just minimal.
Can't really hear what you're saying, to be honest.
What I'm saying is Swords of Plowshares was one of the better draws.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That was a big deal.
That was the huge draw. That could have changed the course of the game where I would win this.
So you are calling out a lot on my end. I'm presuming that's not mine. So what he was saying is that yes, Swords of Plowshares was a really big deal, taking out the Midrange.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Like that game would really just have been yours if it wasn't for that one.
I don't know about that. I mean, there's a lot of draws in this kind of,
You say that because he couldn't really block it for multiple turns and setting up a sufficient defensive position at that point.
I was going up a lot because I don't think he's
it didn't really seem realistic, to be honest.
Well, I mean, it was winnable, but like he has language on making Vindicator.
Oh yeah, he could definitely come back and he could draw a non-remove spell or something.
Yeah.
But it was looking.
Yeah,
well, with what I had in hand, if once I got my 5th land, I could make Titania, and then once I have Titania, I don't really mind.
Oh yeah, sacrifice all your lands, yeah. But you would at least take 10 or 15, depending on if you're blocking.
Yeah.
I think it might have been only 5.
No,
I got my 5th land fairly soon.
Did you like it? You have a turn without land.
So you can't block it very well, and it's blocking your land. I guess he makes like 5.
But that's a good point. Yeah, Titania would have made it that really kind of weird as well,
Yeah.
making him forced to sacrifice his lands, getting an army of elementals,
Yeah.
and then dying back.
Yep. Could have been. Yep.
Who knew
Are-
that sacrificing opponent's permanents had a downside?
Oh, it does. For sure. Like Titania was a legitimate and like so I was kind of like hoping like he just draw like more.
All right, folks. So here is what's gonna happen now. We're gonna have Ramy facing Bailite on camera for the winner semis, and then we are gonna have Loman facing Windy in the first match of the losers bracket, and that's gonna happen off camera. And Bailite is gonna join me in the booth.
Cool. Sounds like a plan.
I don't know if Thunder
Fight this again.
I don't know if
By
Thunder
Bailite
numbers.
joining you in the booth. Hold on a second. By Bailite joining you in the booth, I assume you mean Gozmit, because
And correct, I meant Gozmit. That is the person that I meant. I don't think if Thunder numbers has made it. I'll pull him in the booth, but I don't see him, so I think you'll get regular old me and Gozmit.
Yeah, let's go fight this matchup again, see if it goes slightly better.
Alright, so Ramy and Bailite. Okay. I need hand cams for Ramy and Bailite. I don't need hand cams for Loman and the other match. And I'm going to... Yeah, okay, I have... Okay, give me a second to fetch all of them, but outside of that, we should be good to go in very, very shortly. All right, Gozmit, tell me things in the meantime. Fill the air while I do things.
So, what we're going to be having is once again, of course, Bailite, who is on, as we saw, the mid-range deck. What we're going to have him up against is Ramy, who is on, if I remember correctly, a Bant, not Blink, I was going to say, Bant turns. So this is actually a really interesting deck. I'm just going to find a list so I'm not just talking about something I haven't seen. It is a take extra turns deck that also uses... Oh no, it is actually a Blink. Oh, I was actually wrong.
All right, players can go actually. We're all set up.
Weird, it's called Bat Walks, but it's got Blink. Because it's got Time Walk, of course. So it is actually a Bat Blink deck, which aims to gain a ton of value through all sorts of powerful ETBs like Austin and Bailove, Night of Autumn, Kitchen Things, even Fibblefib and Calling Oracle. While blinking them with cards like Eldrazi Displacer, Flicker Wisp, etc, etc. A bit of powerful tutors in like Finale of Devastation, Green Sun Zenith, Eldrazi Evolution, even Birthing Pod, which is some of his points. As well as Stoneforge Missing and Spellseeker. And then rounding out the points with a, as I said, it's called Bat Walks for a reason. Because it's playing Time Walk, a very powerful Power 9 spell that, if you don't know it, allows you to take an extra turn for only 2 mana. So, what we're going to see is actually a very mid-range grindy fight, where I think that we're going to see Bailite play more aggressively this time, because the way that the Bant Blink deck can really just grind the game out with like a Braco Eternal who blinks your entire any amount of permanents you want whenever he hits, basically. That's gonna grind so much value that any number of Titanias, well, Titania can probably beat it, but like his Obstinate Balos and his Knight of Reliquary are just gonna fall behind the late game because of the sheer amount of card advantage that the Blink deck can really just get all the time. So this is where, like, as I said, Bailite wants to find his Tarmogoyf, his discard spells, his remove spells to stop any early development from the Blink deck, whilst keeping on the pressure with said Tamagoy's kitchen things, even Siege Rhino, which is a fairly decent finisher in this matchup.
Who do you think has the edge here? Oh, Bailite.
I'm gonna lean, considering that Bailite's deck sadly isn't that aggressive. It does have a fair bit of turn 1 dork into turn 3 free drop plays, or turn 2, turn 1 discard spell into turn 2 threat. I will lean towards the fact that the Bant deck is a mid-range deck that grinds better than the Abzan deck does, sadly. They're trying to... The Bant deck's one advantage is that it does have usually higher stats and a lot more answers, which can mean at times that the Blink deck can try and go off, make some sweet value, then they instant speed a Rock Decay and take care of something. I don't think that I don't think he's that heavy on the removal side, Bailite. Only I can see a Shriek more, go for the Throat, Malicious Affliction, do Fatal Push, Swords, a couple other spells like Plague Engineer and Midnight Reaver. No, Midnight Reaver is not a removal spell. Denounce of Diana's. It's not actually that heavy on the removal side.
Yeah, no, he has no rats in holding.
It's about like 10 pieces, maybe a bit more than that. So it's not actually that heavy. He's a much more. He has a significant graveyard theme, which I think is gonna be his disadvantage in this matchup, because he has cards like Satan Wayfinder, which is gonna do very little a lot of the time. Because
yeah, and another thing I noticed,
he's just gonna try and set up his graveyard while Ramy is just gonna be setting up a board that's much scarier, and that when he gets going, it's gonna accrue so much more value, and it's gonna send Ramy way further ahead, sadly.
Yeah, another thing that like a good way for an Abzan control deck to like catch up if your opponent goes for an Abzan midrange deck, for your opponent goes like too far ahead on board, would be to like Wrath it, but I don't think Bailite is playing any Wrath.
No, he's only playing the Yahelis. Oh, we are actually seeing them going now. I didn't actually notice that. I'll be completely honest. So, what we're seeing is kind of what I'm saying. Ramy is at a good, healthy 22. Bailite's at 33. He's got a bunch of threats like Knight and Siege Rhino and Kalitas, which are perfectly fine, but that Ephemerate in Ramy's hand, that's gonna just make an army or tutor even more cards with the Spellseeker. Bailite's just gonna slowly fall behind to a bunch of things.
Yeah,
best option.
Nice lingering souls. I have this Ephemerate that makes more guys, and they are
exactly. He does have a bit of a couple of spares in the graveyard, so that's definitely something for him.
Yeah.
And it should be noted that Ramy is only at 3 mana right now, which does mean he can't cast his very greedy Progenitor Mimic, I think it's called. A 6 mana clone that makes a copy of himself.
Yeah, but on the other hand, it means that his end is all gas.
Yes.
Right?
As soon as he slaps that Mimic on the board, copying, say, a Siege Rhino, that game's over. That's gonna just get out of hand unless there's an answer. Because it's not only the original one that makes a copy at the beginning of upkeep. The clones do as well. So first it's gonna be 1, then it's gonna be 2, then it's gonna be 4. And once you're at 4, the game is over. That's no question. That's gonna be a drain for 2, then 4 times as much. If he ever gets to that point, that's just a game over. That being said, Bailite is doing a fairly good job of putting pressure on with 4 Lingering Souls tokens. And a Siege Rhino trigger.
Yeah, I mean, the Lingering Souls are unblocked. Like it's they are basically unblockable at this point. There are no creatures with flying on Ramy's side of the board.
Yeah.
So that does mean that like at least Bailite has a way to pressure Ramy, and I think that's how Bailite wins this match. They just go under Ramy, right? They manage to like snag the victory from them before Ramy gets completely set up, and we might actually have to see Ramy start to slam some of these lifelink tokens into Bailite's defenses just to get
exactly.
alive.
He was considering it just before. Just one quick thing is that we have the souls
Emblem
from the
means
match.
that the Lingering Souls tokens now slam for 8.
Yeah, he might just like start swinging with pretty much everything, even like the Siege Rhino. Like actually, then I guess a good option for the lifelink is to block.
Yeah, no, I think
So,
you force the
Even
lifelink
those
tokens
two
to go in.
lifelingers, even those two lifelingers isn't gonna be. Ooh, that might just be really important.
What's the
Oh,
last card in his hand?
wow! That is a Winds of Abandon, I think it's called. 2 mana, exile the creature the controller gets a basic land. Basically a worse.
Oh, is that
Abzan.
the one with Overload that you?
Yes. So it gives them a basic land, but if you pay 6, you can overload it, exiling your opponent's entire board, giving them that many basic lands.
Small problem.
Oh
Bailite
wow!
is not
he,
very close
he
to
just
having 6 mana.
ephemerated into blinking his Spellseeker, getting a time wall, giving himself even more time to get that extra land, including the fact that Ephemerate's gonna also blink something.
Yeah, Ephemerate,
really
Ephemerate
good.
can now make some more life linkers.
Yeah, if you can find one more land, then he's gonna have 6 mana. That's gonna be the entirety of Bailite's board, I believe. I think it hits tokens as well. I can't
I have
remember.
it in chat. Yeah, it's everything.
Yeah, that's gonna be literally all of Bailite's permanents. He has a land in hand. Sure, he has an emblem. If Ramy finds his land, he wins. Otherwise, he's probably
He still
dead.
only has 5 mana, right? Where does he have a 6 mana?
I guess he can play a blocker. I guess he's not quite dead.
How does he cast Winds of Abandon even if he gets a land? He only has 5 mana even if he gets a land.
Oh right, he does have 5 mana. Yeah, that's right. That is right.
Yeah.
I miscounted. So he's gonna actually, what he's gonna do here, depending on what he's getting with the Spellseeker, is he's
Maybe a Snapcaster Mage so that you can get back the Time Walk so that you get
but
more
he
time.
can't get up with the Spellseeker now, can he?
Oh yeah.
I'm
No.
just gonna
Sorry.
take a look at his
You're right.
list and see what he could get. Could be he can't get Eerie Interlude or Ghostly.
I've
He
been
might
casting.
get a Momentary Flicker. That's the only thing I can see him getting actually.
Yeah. I've been casting too many copies of.
Oh wait, I was forgetting to look at sorceries.
I've been casting too many copies of what's his name?
Can he get something with a Green Sun Zenith or Finale though?
Misty Hole Teaching. So I'm just assuming that every tutor can only get instants and cards with flash now.
Okay,
So I'm like, yeah, Snapcaster Mage.
He got Path and he drew a Flicker.
Yeah, it was not enough.
Ooh.
He considered the
This
match.
is a tough question. Yeah, he's gonna give it up here. That's pretty fair. I think he could have blinked the kitchen things, played the Brago and had plenty blockers, and hoped to draw into something. And then Brago could possibly keep him alive by blocking and blinking stuff.
Ooh, Chaos
But that was
Cradle is
definitely
in
a
his
stress.
hand.
That is a decent hand from Ramy. So I will actually
Well,
point
it's
out
gonna
that
take a while for Chaos Cradle to be active.
that
His
while
hand
the
doesn't
Bailite
go
has a
super
lot of
well.
mana, he does also have a Drake Mangler, a card that's pretty decent to put a lot of pressure.
Yeah, the juice they call it.
Oh, and a turn 1 Noble Hierarch into a turn 2 Drake Mangler. That's gonna be
Yeah.
a lot of damage.
There's gonna be some juice on the field really fast.
That being said, Bailite is rather mana flooded as well.
Yeah, he drew another land to go with the ones that he had at the beginning.
It's too bad for Ramy, honestly. A Spellseeker into a Flicker Wisp on the Spellseeker?
Yeah, like Winds
not-
of Abandon can take care of the
Ooh, that's-
juice.
So that's an Abrupt Decay.
Yeah, that's
So he has both Fatal Push and Abrupt Decay, so that he can just keep slamming with a Drake Mangler.
yeah. The
Unless
problem,
Ramy wants to spend
but-
that wind on it.
not really, because like the Drag Mangler is gonna hit the Winds of Abandon, right? That's gonna exile it, and then
So, but don't
Bailite
remember
is
his-
out. Like, what's Bailite gonna do?
Yeah. And he's got like nothing to do on this turn. Next turn he's probably not gonna win because it's better to play a free drop. And then that's gonna probably get either Abrupt Decay or Fatal Push, depending on what he feels like. Probably Fatal Push. Yeah, Spellseeker. He's gonna get what, Time Walk? Maybe
Ephemerate
he's gonna-
was the find.
Yeah, Ephemerate.
Which makes sense,
Yeah.
because then you can ephemerate your Spellseeker to get the Time Walk later, so
Yeah,
might as well
exactly.
grant
That's
the
the
value
point.
that way. Although Bailite is standing his 4/4 sideways.
Oh, that's a treetop village as well. Wow, he's got a lot
Okay,
of
the
defenses.
three top
And a lot of
changes
pressure
things.
suddenly.
Yeah, the 3-top adds a lot of pressure, and that's
And
how
it should
Bailite
be
wins
noted
this
that
match.
Somehow, Ramy does manage to kill and not exile the Drake Mangler. It does have a scavenge ability for 5 mana.
Yeah,
It
but
can
it's probably
free
gonna get
focus on
exiled if
counter.
it dies.
Oh, it's probably gonna get exiled, absolutely. So what I'd expect... Oh, and a momentary blink.
Plus the
Well,
scavenger is pretty expensive, right? It's 5?
So... He might go Winds into Flicker here. A blink. Possibly. Or go Flicker Wisp into Ephemerate. One of those two. Depending on
So
which...
it's gonna probably eat an abrupt decay in response, right?
Yeah. So he's gonna try and
And then ephemerate in response to the abrupt
Yeah,
decay.
exactly. And then he won't actually be able to Fatal Push it. Because he doesn't have a fetch land. If he played a fetch land, he'd be able to counter both of those blink spells there.
No, he'll just let it do
Wow,
it.
he's just gonna let it go through actually. By the way, I'm watching the stream. I should probably get into the actual game so I'm not behind.
Do you want me to invite to the calls on
No, it's probably fine.
where they're sharing their hands?
It's just a couple of seconds on hands. It's not that big a deal.
Okay.
He didn't use the Ephemerate. He did choose to keep it. Interesting.
Well, I think that you suspect that Bailite has some number of removal
Yeah, that's a
spells in
time walk
hand.
from him. So
So you might consider... you might want to be on the position of I'm just gonna use this ephemerate reactively.
Yeah.
Rather than proactively,
Absolutely.
which I don't think is the worst idea.
it starting to make sense why he's calling this deck Bant Walk. Considering he's going to draw Spellseeker each game and therefore draw Time Walk each game.
Okay,
And it's
so
gonna be
pulls the
an
trigger on
It's then
the...
going to be the Ephemerate, I presume.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I believe he's played land for turn, has he not? So he can't Misty. Well, he couldn't do anything with Misty anyways. And could he? Yeah, no, he could. He could Misty for green source and then Muldrifter if he hasn't.
But
he
he
has
have to
played
miss
that.
it for
Oh,
a
that is a green sun if he wants to get a one shot. But it doesn't really make much sense. As that's
No, I
much
think you
better
wait. You
be
can get
like-
some stuff that is much more
No,
impactful.
like he doesn't really care about getting like a bird or something like that, really.
Do you like fetch fatal push the guy and then slam with your 3/3s here? Is that the play? That just mash the 3/1.
Like you don't. I don't think you even need to actually. I think you just put the fetch down, activate 3 to village, and swing. No, actually, good point. I was thinking you get the noble Harax exalted, but you don't if you.
No, you
attack
don't.
3
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's true.
So I think
Yeah, I think you just wanna. I think you just wanna kill off the Flicker Wisp. Yeah. He's gonna decide not to.
Well, so if the 3-top,
Flicker Wisp, so I'm guessing that Ram's gonna block the.
yeah,
the
the 3-top. I think you bank on him blocking the 3-top anyway.
I think that's a really smart move.
Oh,
He's gonna save it.
okay. I'm not sure I
Possibly
agree
for the
with this
Ephemerate?
play.
Unless he's gonna get a tap land here. No, he's. Oh. He's gonna play the Carotid? That?
Yeah, I'm not sure how much I agree with all of this.
Because he doesn't have
Ramy
anything
could
to
be
do
on
with
3.
mana.
Ramy would be at 3 life.
So he's just giving his opponent an option to give to both trade with a creature of his and play an Ephemerate on his Spellseeker.
Ramy could be at 3 life, which is what they call Siege Rhino range.
Yes. That would have been a very notable life total. Admittedly, he does have a reason that could get a Fractus.
And Bailite is kind of
At
out
least
of
we
gas
also be
here.
into it.
If the juice hits a...
I think it's just gonna be like, I don't know, either Greenstone's in for Fractus or something. And then
if the juice gets plowed, like, what is Bailite gonna do? Like,
I
his
don't know, frankly. What can... Oh, no, we can't... I was going to say quick Progenitor Mimic. That'd be hilarious. But we can't, sadly. Oh, a Manga Dream. What can we get?
I really dislike not pushing the 3/1 fly.
Oh, Eternal Witness getting back Ephemerate. Wow, that's powerful. Holding off both stores and Ephemerate.
I would probably get him back time walk, I'll be frank with you.
Does
but
he
I'm gonna be
still
greedy
have a
with man.
fetch? He does, doesn't he?
The juice slams.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't have a fetch. See, that fetch was incredibly important for the fail push because most threats that Ramy's gonna develop are actually free or
Yeah,
ISOC.
3 mana.
Like, look at this. If he had the Fatal Push here, that's 2 more Ephemerate triggers that wouldn't happen.
That's
I
another. That's
believe
another.
That is
reason,
actually that's actually notable. This I believe is not quite a loop, but it's getting there. He can time
Yeah,
walk.
it's a
Then during his
pretty
extra turn,
slow.
he can. No, wait, that might just be a loop.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
it's a loop in
that is
which like you can keep doing it, but you need mana.
Yeah, that's infinite turns, I believe now. So he blinks the Eternal Witness, getting back the Ephemerate. He plays the Time Walk, takes an additional turn. Then during an additional turn, he blinks the Eternal Witness with the Ephemerate, getting back Time Walk, playing Time Walk. Next turn, and then keeps going like that.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So
You
that
can
should
just
be infinite
alternate
turns.
which you get back. Yeah, that's just infinite turns.
Wow, that is really powerful. That's why he's playing multiple Archaeomancers and such for that loop. That's starting to make a lot of sense
That's-
on why he's calling Battle Box.
Okay,
That
that's.
is really powerful.
I did not realize this was gonna be an infinite turns deck, but
So he's
here we
both
are.
able to actually use this deck to straight out combo out as well. Not just grind out games. That makes a big difference.
I did not realize that was an angle that he would be playing, but wow.
No,
okay.
I completely didn't realize that. Ephemerate is a powerful card, I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, Ephemerate is. I recently, as of yesterday, have Ephemerate in my Pauper Cube. I'm excited to see what people get to do with it.
Oh, I've tried it in. Oh, was it Peasant Cube? I think we had it. And jeez, that's a Christ. That's a card. And in Pauper, just a normal Pauper, not Cube. I've heard that card is really, really good. So
yeah,
we've got
I'm
some
looking for
interesting
people to clear
hands here.
some. Yeah.
From Ramy, we have something that's really good. Just like a bunch of value 2-drops, a Stoneforge, and a Elf. From Bailite, we have a Please Don't Kill My Bird's Hand. I really need my birds.
We see some. Well, to be fair, against Bant, you can kind of bank on your birds to survive.
Yeah,
But you see Demonic Tutor and also some of those like jankier tutors that you see
like
in these formats, like
Painted
Painted
Hand
Pack.
against me, he'd be dead.
Oh yeah.
Like I almost always would have an answer to that. Playing mono red.
Yeah, I mean your deck is
However,
entirely made of
pretty
removal
safe playing
spells.
probably the Grave, because he can always get his prismatic back. Worst case scenario. I don't think he's gonna play the Demonic Tutor here. He's gonna play the Tainted Pact for land. That I don't get. Why not just play the what's it called? Something Grapple of the Past, I believe.
Well, he doesn't have
Grapple
a
with the
hit
past.
off of Grapple yet, or at least not a hit that he wants to get.
Well, he
Okay.
has a Fresh in the Graveyard that he can
Oh,
always
yeah.
hit.
Yeah, that's true. Grapple with the Past, another card that is in my Power Cube.
Oh, that's Ephemerate again. I don't know how many equipment he's on, but he can definitely get a multiple. He has both Fire and Ice and Sword of Light and Shadow.
Yeah.
So,
if I had to
one
guess how many
could
hit he's
actually
on, my
sit.
guess is usually 2.
Yeah, I could have seen 3 in this deck, considering you can easily bounce Sword.
You can
Mystic
get
or
like
recover it multiple
78
times.
Misty triggers
Yeah.
if you want to, but
I figured that might have been an option. But it seems he's only on 2. Which, to be fair, is usually plenty.
yeah, I mean, how many weapons
Okay,
do
now
you
he's gonna
need?
grapple. What? And he's gonna go for probably the prismatic. Actually, he could go for the Misty and get a green-white source.
Yeah.
He is. That makes more sense, considering he's not really afraid of like getting wasteland locked or something like that.
Yeah,
even
and
just
it's not like the one
Really
life isn't
good, he
as
has
relevant in
wasteland
this match,
really
right?
There is a wasteland, but it's not strip mine, so that's one card more or less he's afraid of, and that seems not like the kind of things he wants to play around right now with Stoneforge missing in play for his opponent. Calling Oracle's gonna draw a Flicker Wisp. And he's just gonna hold up Stoneforge to throw in a weapon. So it's interesting that he chose the black-white sword here. So while the blue-red sword doesn't give him the correct protections that the black-white sword definitely has a big advantage in, the Black was sort of the Line of Shadow isn't really gonna do much here.
We have the results from the losers bracket, by the way.
Yes,
We've had it
I
for a
tried
while.
to tell that and I forgot again.
Yeah, but Lowman beat Windy again, so Windy's out. And I wanted to thank Windy for the promo card is Yahenni's expertise, I believe. Let me
Yes.
pull that card. So, I just wanted to thank Windy for being there every week with the tournament. He was saying that he feels that this version of the deck feels kind of bad because he's missing a number of cards that are kind of one of the reasons to play his deck.
Absolutely.
But he still fought valiantly enough to get to the end of season
Without doubt.
championship. So
I'm playing a subpar version, which isn't saying much for Red Deck wins, admittedly, but you can definitely get there with a version that
Yeah, you
unless
have a slightly
really
worse-
need that one card.
You are playing
Usually you
the
can
sixth best bolt instead of the fifth best bolt.
Exactly, that's not the end of the world. But if you're losing like I don't know, let's say what's really expensive that you need? Dark Confident maybe? Tarmogoyf? Rena 6? Something like that? That can make a big difference.
Yeah, I mean, in Winnie's case, he's losing cards like Blood Moon, which is expensive on Moto, and it's a very, like, it's an important card for the deck. Days,
Absolutely, you want to be disrupting.
Force of Will is another one that is like also like a card that is extremely
that's gonna be a
important.
traverse the overworld, and he's gonna be able to get a scrub land. Yeah, he doesn't have. Did he have instant creature, land, and sorcery? He could have gotten anything he wanted, and he got a land. That's interesting.
Well, I mean, he thinks that. I mean, he also has this demonic tutor in hand, so
I completely agree. He needed the land. I still think it's kind of interesting that he chose to go with a Corsair Crewfix in hand.
Look. Oh, hi there, Kalitas, Trader of Geth.
He should be expecting a sword this turn, so.
So, notably, Kalitas, although it does have...
Interesting.
Kalitas,
He
does not actually stop the
here.
Is the point I was trying to make.
No,
Because it only,
he
it only targets creatures.
By not playing the Corsair prior to searching. Considering he could have gotten a free land off the top, probably.
Yeah, that's... I mean, he ended up not, but yeah, that's fair. He probably should.
Also, he would have had a higher concentration of lands.
What did Ramy just draw? Ramy's deck is a mine of weird and never played cards. What is the last card in his hand?
Well, that's not true. That's absolutely not true.
That's a body double? No.
That's a body double. I'm pretty sure that's part of another loop. I can't remember which.
Yeah, no,
I think he might
mean,
also have a rebel.
That's fair. No, I know what body double does. I've just never quite saw this art for it, I suppose.
Oh, that's the one I know. That's the original, I believe, Lorwyn or time?
No way. The original is the one with like the mask and stuff, right? Okay.
Isn't it? I'm pretty sure this is the original one.
Maybe I'm thinking of a different card, but I'm gonna.
Does anyone in chat know, actually?
Yeah. People in chat, tell us if that's the original art for body double.
Ooh, that's a Brago. That if he can get that in play and keep it alive, that Brago's just gonna win the game. Especially with a sword to keep you protected from basically all removal. That can really make a difference.
No, yeah, you're right. That is the Planar Chaos art, which is the original. I guess I've always seen the...
Planar Chaos, yeah, right.
I've only seen the dual deck one, which is with the guy with like this lowering a mask in front of his face. Or girl, I can't quite tell. With like the person is... yeah. That's the art I'm used to. Which is odd, because I usually favor original art for cards, but I've never quite seen that one.
I'm trying to figure out what the loop might be. It's probably related to Revelark, but I can't really see.
Bailite responded with Wheeler loop to the "I've got the loop" question from last game. Can you please chat? Please spam Wheeler loops.
Ooh, did you just see that? Henny's expertise. He did sacrifice his burst, but he just took care of both a Carrotid, a Calling Oracle, a Llanowar Elves, and I think... No, he didn't take care of the Stoneforge Mystic. That's been what? exiled by something? I missed what happened to
Yeah, I was talking about, I was jabbering about body double, so I kind of missed what was happening there.
Yeah. We're good at this. We're professionals, trust me.
Yeah, of course.
We've
Thanks
done
you,
this
Lohaspo.
0 times.
I will agree with Lohas though. It is the worst side for body double. They wanted with the
He's
mask.
gonna ephemerate his Vidilding click.
To be fair, that's a pretty powerful
Getting rid
play.
of multiple cards. Wow.
You
He's
can
scared.
you can take DT.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The DT takes the best card in their deck out of their hand, right? Like that's.
Essentially, yeah.
I'm
Like, the
sad.
Torres is dead. The Kalitas isn't scary because you're not really afraid of dying anytime soon. Though, there is a bit of pressure from the opponent.
I'm a little sad. I'm finally putting together a DT deck, and they
I think he might actually just be trying to set up the Braco on board and just keep getting insane amounts of value. That makes sense because he took both the, I believe, the swords and the DT, right?
Yeah.
Did I miss something?
No, that's the heads he took. But there is a regrowth in Bailite's hand, so like he can probably regrow a removal spell. Does he have one?
Well,
in
no,
his
because there's gonna
grave?
be another ephemerate next turn, so.
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
might just hit.
Also, there aren't actually any removal spells in his graveyard, so he couldn't.
No, exactly. He can
would-
taint a pact for removal spell.
He would yeah hand his
A lot of
expertise.
mana.
He would yeah hand
Ooh,
his
that's gonna be a
expertise.
dead duress. Ooh. That sucks.
Yeah, missing on your duress is never great.
Yeah. And this downside is it has its matchups where it's just dead. Such as this. There are really good non-creature spells to hit. But usually those are gonna be played either fairly early or
We have lots of viewers today.
Yeah.
Just noticed we have a pretty high counter of 12.
I'm just gonna say I'm just gonna say a shout out to one of my friends that I actually told us I was gonna be playing on stream today. Hello Nicholas. Or, AKA actually not just gonna say I'm not just gonna say your name. That's not fair. But hey.
Just thanks everyone for watching. I tried to get
absolutely.
my
Like,
people in the chat as well. I don't know if they
even playing. You guys, if you want to play and you're scared of this, if you have an MTGO account, it's not that expensive to actually play. You can either do as I did, which is I made a $35-$40 mono red deck. That's gotten me to the top place in standings over from playing in 5 weeks, going 3-0 and 2-0, 2-1 most of them.
Yeah, and like in general, the Discord is really friendly. There's a lot of budget options for
people
for
like
people that
like
want.
Lowman and such that are actually really cool.
A lot
of people.
I just put a link to the Discord in chat for people that wanted to join. It's great. Yeah, we should probably talk about next season. Yeah, actually, that's a good point. So this is the end of season 3. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna talk about next season in between rounds. Let's do that.
That's a good idea.
Let's not have
we are seeing a really big scavenging ooze across the board from Bailite.
That is a big and scary schools, yeah.
It sure is. That being said, it can just end up getting ventured, which I'm expecting as it is Bailite's turn. Ramy didn't do anything on his turn, so I'm expecting to see that Venser come down and probably give some more time.
I'm seeing that my mic.
Yeah, he's gonna hit the Kalitas instead, is he? Or is he gonna take a scavenging ooze now?
Is my mic really noisy? Is that what's happening?
Is what?
No, I was just noticing that the ground level, quote unquote, for my mic is quite high when I'm not talking. So I was wondering if I was being if my mic was really noisy or if you could hear me fine.
No, you're not really bad on my end. No.
Okay.
Just fine.
Just looking at
so
the
he actually does something interesting here. Instead of bouncing the scavenging ooze with a lot of +1/+1 counters that's gonna get in for a lot of damage, he chose to bound the Kalitas off the stack, making sure that Bailite wasn't actually gonna do something. That being said, I'm not sure why we didn't see the Tarmogoyf. I guess he's wanting to hold up these Scavenging Ooze activations, so he can eat some creatures. But then it's gonna get... Oh yeah, especially if it's gonna get Flicker Wisp. But he could just eat some next turn, couldn't he? Oh, why is he gonna eat prior? I believe with the way Flicker Wisp was worded, he should have a chance to eat at after it comes into play, correct? At the end of the turn?
What's happening, sorry?
So he Flicker Wisp the Scavenging Ooze, which Bailite responded by activating the Ooze once. And this is what I'm saying. When the Ooze comes back due to the Flicker Wisp effect at the end of turn, shouldn't he be able to eat with the Ooze then?
Yeah. That you should be able to eat the Ooze.
Yeah, exactly. Why did he eat
health.
once before?
I don't know.
I guess he could have exiled the elf so that there was nothing to hit with his sword, but he didn't for some reason. Interesting. Yeah, exactly. Now he gets Scavenging Ooze, but he's gonna have to eat his own creature.
Which is not the worst, but... I mean, maybe he didn't realize that he had that window. Mock's not the draw that you want.
Interesting. That is really interesting. I think he might just have missed the play. I think we really just saw with that turn. I think we really just saw the game shift into Ramy's favor with the blinking at twice. First of the bouncing the Kalitas and then blinking the kind of scary Ooze, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, Bailite, in order for Bailite to win this game, he needs to be able to keep applying pressure, and the board's pretty stalled right now. The Scooz is reset to, like, being small enough.
Yeah, he really needs to stop playing those Tarmogoyfs and, like, instead of just activating a Scavenging Ooze and trying to get a big Scavenging Ooze, he needs to be putting on more pressure than Ramy can handle.
I mean, he has enough lands to do both. But the problem is also that Ramy keeps...
Last turn he just could have played a Tarmogoyf, but he chose to activate a Scavenging Ooze. That was tapped. Didn't really make sense.
Like, the good news is that because of the Kalitas, the Swords of Light and Shadow, I don't think has, like, much at all to get back between the Kalitas and the Scooz.
It does attack quite in the games go alive if the sword isn't on a creature like the wall.
Yeah, plus the sword doesn't actually have... like, a lot of Bailite's creatures are green, especially on this board, which means that they can actually block the creature hit with the sword.
Also, one thing he can do at some point is probably, and that's what I'm expecting him to do, is either regrowth the Traverse or the Tainted Pack, depending on what he's looking for, in the hope of, like, getting a relevant answer.
I like regrowing the Traverse, because I think I like making sure...
Oh, he might even do it now, actually.
He might regrow the Traverse for Traverse for a threat and get a threat.
Traverse gets what? Creature or land when it's...
Creature or land.
Yeah, it isn't anything. I was just making sure it didn't become a demonic tutor, essentially.
Finds... he didn't Traverse, though. He got it back, but did not fight it. Oh, no, wait.
See, once again, he's going to choose to hold up his Scavenging Ooze instead of actually putting pressure on his tapped Scavenging Ooze, which he can activate next turn again.
He did put the
Unless he's scared he's
Tarmogoyf
some creature.
I would have probably just slammed the Kalitas.
He did put Tarmogoyf, yeah. But I think he really just needs to put on some sort of pressure that can't be dealt with.
Another sword comes in, and that's a scarier one.
Yeah. And he's going to equip the sword to the other one? Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh no, to the Flicker Wisp itself, they didn't click.
So Flicker Wisp has now protection from everything but green.
And green usually isn't the best answer to flyers.
No.
Unless they have reach creatures, but... a lot of reach
green actually has a lot of answers to flyer in limited. He has the...
But usually you don't play the
You don't play plummets and stuff. No, true, but...
It's rather rare. I mean, I can't really think of anything off the top of my head that really says destroy target creature flying or something like that.
You would want the effect to be on, like, some sort of charm, right? Like, you remember in Standard when everybody was main decking enchantment removal because people wanted to put Dromoha's Command in their deck because the other three mods were great anyway? Like, you would need that type of card.
artifact removal in like Modern and Legacy in the form of like
Windy says Crowl
Oh.
Harpooner, which is a
Trial
good point.
That's a good point. That is a new card that does see a fair bit of play. I don't think Bailite's on that. I will just.
There's
check.
also Vivian Reed.
Vivian Reed, good point. She does destroy flyers. I do know that he is not a Vivian Reed though. He's I think the free
I think
who is playing is a Gideon and Lily out of the Veil and last
like
Hope.
I think that his deck is based. He's not in white, but his deck is more based on like the creature rocks, creature rock deck, and not the planes. Because like I think that if you look at the planeswalker,
actually, to be honest, it's a bit.
Yeah, it's a lot more mid-range than Control. But like if you look at like modern version of the rock, I'm assuming they're chomping at the beat to play Vivian Reed. That card's great.
Oh yeah, that's a lovely planeswalker. I believe it's seeing play as well in like hoof decks as well, where it is.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Good at just gaining more creatures each turn, apparently.
Yeah, like plus to
And
draw a real card,
minus.
and the minus is very versatile. Yeah, like the minus does
you
a
get
lot.
Artifacts, which are really relevant.
Yeah.
The odd enchantment, which you really don't want to play any enchantment removal because there's so few enchantments.
No, but
play,
you'll
really.
take it when it's free.
Exactly. And then you get, of course, the answer to a lot of flyers. There's definitely a lot of relevant flyers. Like, we're seeing the Diddling Clique is very important. Bunch of dragons and a fair bit of angels as well. Some demons. The odd bird. And if you really, really need to, a 1/1 Spirit Token.
I mean, yeah.
Also, it shouldn't be forgotten that Bailite's actually also kind of behind on time. I mean, both of them are rather low life total, though.
Yeah, I don't think this game's going to time.
This is looking like I can't see a way for Bailite to really.
Yeah, I don't know how Bailite survived the next hit. Like, I don't know how Bailite doesn't.
He needs to find something with Traverse, but I can't see what that should be because it needs to answer the. He could get like I don't know Knight of Autumn, but that only deals with an equipment. That's not good enough.
Yeah, that kills a sword. That kills a sword. That's not good enough. Does he have?
He could get Fractus. That puts him at 9. He's still dead.
Yeah, Fractus could do it. Yeah, and
No,
no. 9. Then is the Fleer is gonna deal 9.
And he doesn't have green removal for it. That's just green. I don't think he can answer it. I can't see anything. That should save him here. Eternal Witness couldn't get anything back, could it? Lingering Souls? Possibly no.
No, because it's pro white.
Can he cast Emrakul?
Excuse me? Is that in
he is
his
on
list?
Emrakul the Promised End, my friend.
Is that in
He
his
could
list?
possibly it most certainly is, my friend. So that is gonna be. He has what? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. 9, 10, 11, 12. He is 1 mana short, I believe.
That is
Holy crap.
amazing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Is
7?
he seriously? Has he played a land for the turn?
He doesn't have a land in hand.
No, but he can hit one off the top by
Yeah,
fetching.
he can't.
And then playing it with the courser.
He can't
That's
find
game.
a way to do it. And Ramy
That
gets
is
it.
game.
Ah.
Wow!
Oh my god, that was something.
That was a game. Holy crap!
Oh,
I think it
wow, that is.
played
I
up
did
that
not see the
he
Emerald
had
line.
played a land. He had played a land, so even if he did actually try and look for one afterwards, that wouldn't have done it. Wow, that was 1 mana off, really? Jeez, can we...
Yeah.
Bailite, can you hear us?
I can.
Oh man, dude.
That was a whole thing.
I was like, oh, he doesn't have any answers, and then I just like looked at this, I saw the Emrakul, I was like, oh. Oh. Well, that's the thing.
Yeah, I think I should have fetched Emrakul the turn before.
Yeah, probably. It did strike me as strange. You chose to activate your Scavenging Ooze a bunch of times instead of playing Tarmogoyfs and Kalitas and such. Why?
Let's think back.
I'd imagine the Sword of Light and Shadow had something to do with it.
I get, yeah, that's Kalitas, but he also multiple times just chose to try and pump a tapped Scavenging Ooze on the turn instead of playing a threat or two. which seems strange because you really want just as many threats to keep putting pressure on Ramy.
Well, for a while I was wanting to make my scavenging use big enough to survive
Yeah, but it
the
was
enemy's
already a
expertise I was
firefight, wasn't
continuing
it?
getting back.
And it doesn't really make sense when you already attack with it to buff it on the same turn. That's not important. I guess you could eat the elf that was in his graveyard, which you didn't do either. Probably just missed that one.
I also had his body double in my mind.
Yeah, good point. Did you know about that one, or did you just play around
It was in a hand that he duressed, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so we have actually. I should fix my text because we have the winner. No, we don't. Okay, never mind. I lied. So we're gonna go to the winners. We're going to the winners bracket finals or winner semis, I guess it's how that's gonna work, which is Gozmit and Ramy.
Oh wow, get to play.
And yeah, I know,
Funny how
exciting,
this has
right?
worked out.
Whereas we're gonna have the loser semis on the other hand, which is gonna be the loser of this match, Bailite and Loman, who beat.
Lots of rematches.
Yeah. I mean, we had no
The previous
upsets.
match just keeps losing, which means I'm
Yeah.
gonna win this match and then I'm gonna lose the next one.
We have had no upsets so far. You guys just be better at upsetting the matchups. Before we go there, I have a little bit. I have a few announcements. I want to talk about the next season for a little bit, as was said in chat. So this is the end of season 3. We at the 10th point work hard to bring you a tournament every weekend, and we are looking to start next season. Hopefully next weekend. We might have to take a week off depending on how things work out, but hopefully next weekend. But in order to do that, we want to figure out when that is gonna be at a time that works out for all of us. For all of the players that are interested in participating next week, I recommend going to the poll that I'm linking in chat right now, and it's gonna be in the YouTube video description if you're watching on YouTube, and you should fill the poll and tell us when you're free. Also, if you have no idea how to sign up, I just wanted to remind you that you just show up on the Discord. Again, link in chat, link in the description. The Discord will you just keep an eye out for an announcement in the tournament's announcement channel. Usually comes out on Wednesday or Thursdays, and it tells you when the next tournament is gonna be. We are really excited to bring you season 4. Season 3 is wrapping up now. I think it went well, but I really want the 10th point to grow as much as possible and reach more people, have bigger tournaments and all of the jazz. So yeah, show up, sign up, play some powerful Magic with us. We want nothing more of the sort. Plus the Discord's awesome. You get to chat with people like, you get to chat with some of the friendliest people on the internet. You have all of the awesome contestants that are here today that are all great people. Yeah, it's just a great place all around, and you get to enter this tournament. There's leagues there. If you can't make it on a weekend on a specific time, there's good old Croc, which has showed up in a number of 10 point tournaments as well, and some other people on the Discord are organizing a league where you can play, at times that are more convenient for you, and you just report the matches every week. There's more outlandish things. There's like a white elephant brew tournament that fires up every here and then, which I think Nefola is in charge of that. I don't remember. Where like people are forced to like brew like very outlandish deck and try things. There's a lot of things to do. Just sign up for the Discord. It's awesome. And without
in Canada, there's also sometimes meetups. Even the US, I think, also has a rare meetup during certain conventions and such.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's definitely we've been trying to make sure that people are capable of finding each other, and if there's like GPs and stuff. And I think that is great about the format, how it's growing, is that there are Highlander events at GPs now. Like, that happens occasionally. I don't think it's at all GPs yet, but it's relative. Like, we've had it at a few.
It's mostly, yeah, as you said, like it's mostly Canada, probably also
Like
in
Canada,
America.
like
I haven't seen anyone at like Copenhagen GPs I've been to yet.
Yeah.
Or I guess Magic Fest as it is now.
Yeah, but like, if you are at a
Can't put
GP
the
or a
rules.
Magic Fest as it sits, and like people, and you want to find people to play Highlander, the Discord's a good place to start and to look for those people. So yeah,
Absolutely. I know that even in Denmark, which is almost halfway across the globe from where you are, I know a couple of people who either are playing this format or are considering playing it, even in paper. So there's probably people. I heard people around in London playing it. I don't doubt there's people other places in Europe as well. I believe, and I might be wrong about this, and I probably have to ask. I believe I heard from a friend in Istanbul. I think it was.
I mean, I know that there is at least one European player played it, which is me, but I'm currently in the States. But I play it when I go home if I find the excuse to do it.
Well, I am in Europe, so
yeah.
I am European and living.
Yeah, you're from
ENDU.
Huh?
Denmark, yeah.
Denmark. Okay, yeah. I know it was a Scandinavian country. I didn't remember which quite which one. Okay, so so unless I think at the plan I'm gonna be watching you and Ramy duke it out for the winners semis.
Yeah,
And
we're starting off the match time.
I'm gonna have Windy jump in for commentary. If he's still around, I see that he's still on camera, but he's doing some. Okay.
Doing some.
Yeah. Are you free to jump back on camera
Yeah.
or?
Oh, yeah.
Alright, awesome. Let me.
I've just been doing cam.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we have Ramy and Gozmit. Let me bring us to the main screen.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna fix the cameras and hand cams later. We have Ramy's hand. I'm gonna fix Gozmit's. I'm gonna get Gozmit's in a second. Assuming that he's sharing, which I'm sure he is. Yes, he is. No, this is Bailite. No, Gozmit, I need you to share your screen. As much as it's awesome seeing you on camera, I see your face, which is great, but I want your hand.
I see your face, which is something that is not what we're supposed to have on screen.
So like, I hate seeing your face, but your hand is what I want right now. And that's just what you gave me, so that's awesome. Okay. Speaking of hands.
Yeah, there is a hand that has. There's a fetch land in there. That makes it way better.
Yeah.
Well, his hand went from completely garbage to actually super keepable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Other end. Probably Mulligan. Yeah, you saw Mulligan.
Yeah. All right. So what is the correct capitalization for your name?
Is the D. Not the C.
Just the D? Or also
Yeah.
the C?
Yeah, like Delcarlo being one word as opposed to like Del space Carlo.
Alrighty. Okay, well, it's acting a little funky, and it's only showing WindyDelc, but I'm gonna fix
That's
that in a second.
Close enough.
Close enough.
Windy
Hi,
would be functional, like.
Amon
Anyway.
Yalendren, welcome to the stream. And we do not have a funky name like Welcome to the Rodeo yet, or Welcome to the Divination, but we're working on it. But yeah, welcome to the 10-point stream.
Firebolt. Tap for 3, yep. I like the idea of the plan that was swords the first thing, and then dork. Lava Dart. Not Lava Dart.
Lava Dart, very good at killing dorks, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's why I play like fire, right?
Yep.
Just real good at killing dorks.
Well, to be fair, fire is just amazing.
Or the card has ice on top of it, but I've been known to play stronger fire. It's a standard.
I had that card in my hue for the longest time. I don't anymore.
If I'm right. So what CMCs can that card get again?
Which one?
It got fire. It got darted. Black Lotus is pretty good.
Black Lotus is pretty good.
The Spellseeker that ate the Lava Dart. Oh, you can just get Time Walk. Yeah. The score is not 1-1 already now.
No. It just took me a minute to update the graphics.
Yeah.
But it's
just like
because I want the match to start as fast as possible, right? So I just bring us to the match and then update the graphics live. But
Stack Play Berserker is way less good against this deck than against mine. It's a 3-3. Pretty good.
So, I just wanted to remind our viewers that while this match is ongoing, also, we have our loser semis that are also happening. We have currently we have Loman and Bailite battling for their lives, and the losers will be out of the match. The winner will get to face. The winner will get to face the winner of this match in the grand finals? Question mark? No. Okay. Let me figure it out. Okay. So
this winner will going to the finals.
Yeah, the winner of this match will go to the finals, and then the loser gets to play against the winner of the other match.
And then
the winner of that match plays the final. So after this match, we're gonna revert back. We're gonna have these two rounds where a match is gonna happen at the same time. Like after this match, we're gonna revert to being one at a time.
Yeah.
Tournament organization.
Yeah. Not that we have a say in the matter. So meanwhile, how do you feel about 2/2 life? Or power play versus Mara?
Yeah, that sounds good. I recommend making more lifelink in power by blinking your Trostani. The Eldrazi Displacer is ready to do just that. Or Desire Interlude, maybe, you know. So, Woodland Bellower can only fetch green creatures, right? Which means it can't fetch something that blinks the Trostani. The only thing that all the creatures that ETB blink something are white, I think.
Had a problem? What was that you just said? Okay, never mind. Game over.
Gozmit was like, I can deal with lifelink in torrents. What is this garbage?
Yeah. My computer has a problem when I'm running a bunch of things at once. I could probably just like stop watching the stream on my computer that I do it. give it on my phone instead.
What did you just say? Sorry.
My computer has an issue sometimes if a lot of things are going on, where it'll just like stop for a moment and then catch up all the audio that just happened.
Oh wow.
Which is what happened when you asked Woodland Bellower. It's like, so Woodland Bellower can pause.
So no, I was trying to say on that part, Woodland Bellower could only fetch a green creature, which means it can't fetch something that blinks the Trostani, because all the creatures that blink something directly are white, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
There isn't a green-white one that does it.
It could get Eternal. Yeah, it could get Eternal ones.
Yeah, it can blink it indirectly by finding stuff that blinks it, but... Well, Gozmit the leads on a Jackal Pup.
Seal of Fire. Slowest shock.
Does the job. It's like basically like a sorcery shock, right?
It's shock, yeah. So the Path and a Momentary Blink. Oh, there's often Bailite in this deck. That's a pretty good card to have against Mono Red.
Yeah. Thragtusk is a pretty good one to blink 70 billion times. So is Obstinate Bailite, actually. Holy smokes. Ramy came
that's what I was
prepared.
talking about. And then the Strike Dust got drawn. Ice High Golem. Hi.
Yeah.
What's you for? I'm like 6 suddenly. I'm sniffling a bit. Goodbye. See, this Path to Exile is actually just unlocking this entire hand, yeah? Yeah, there's a Lava Spike.
Yeah. I mean, I think that the only way for Mono Red to beat this hand is by just doing some large-scale murdering of, like, Ramy before all of this stupid gain life stuff enters the battlefield.
Yeah, unfortunately, Obstinate Bailite's gonna be like, well, I'm at 14 now, deal with it.
I don't think Gozmit's gonna deal with it. I don't want to sound negative. Okay, Eidolon the Great Rebel is a start. That's a pretty repeatable source of damage. Sulfuric Vortex is
Second, it's also
Amon, we're gonna do best of 3 up until the grand finals, and the grand finals is gonna be best of 5.
Well, because the grand finals is gonna be 2 matches.
Well, they're gonna be best of 5 matches.
Okay.
Or it could only be one match, to be fair, because
could be 1 match.
Yeah, if they win it, like the way
If
it's
the
gonna
loser
work out
wins,
is
then
that the loser has to win 2 matches.
You were talking about this Highlander the Great Rebel, which is not actually a repeatable source of damage against this deck, because this deck's just doing nothing to cast 4 and 5 and 6 drops right now.
Yeah, it's true. Momentary Blink is the only card that triggers Eidolon the Great Rebel, but it also
And that
gains
gains life.
5. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, take 2 game 5, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Also, sorry, Minstrel. I know that I figured that I read that you're Minstrel, but I keep forgetting because your Twitch name is Amon. I'll be more careful. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I think that this is going to be. Oh, just go face. Huh. I might have wanted to just like wipe the board. Because like you're not beating
like you need to get these creatures out of the way so that they can't be blinked anymore.
Yeah.
Like that is the big thing. It's not even that they block; it's that they get blinked.
Yeah. That's why I was thinking. Like, there was a line we could have gone: Strike, Drag, Tusk, Burst Lightning, Seal of Fire, off to Bailoff. Which feels bad, but means that you're not getting them blinked as a blink.
Yeah,
deck.
no, I mean, it's just that, like, Ramy is going to, like, start deploying stuff that blinks their...
Like, this Bramble
Sovereign. At least that doesn't gain life.
The Seal of Fire is going to happen here. It's going to get Momentary Blink. Yeah. And goodbye.
And we're done here. Okay.
Yep.
So we have our first upset of the tournament. We have Ramy.
I wouldn't really call that an
Gozmit.
upset.
Well, it's the upset in which Gozmit was the first seed and Ramy was the second seed.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, that is what I meant.
Okay.
Like, I'm not saying that like this was I think that the matchup favors Ramy, but I'm saying that Ramy wasn't the first seed, Gozmit was. So
Yeah.
this is the first time that the lowest seed wins a match. We are going to have now only one match going on, which means I get to stop talking for a while, which is our loser semis, I guess, is what that. Yeah, it's the loser semis, which is gonna be Gozmit versus actually,
We have Bailite versus Lowman still going on.
Bailite
gonna
versus
take a
Loman
look
is still going on. Okay,
Yeah.
let's tune into that one then. I did not realize that they were still playing. How is Suicide Black still not okay?
Well, we did have a person playing mono red.
Yeah.
Fair.
That helps usually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
playing. Unfortunately,
Like
they
so-
were playing against someone whose hand went past Obstinate Baloth Thragtusk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On a draw with one land really hurt.
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
first hand had one land, and that was like a mutable or something. I couldn't keep that, and I wasn't going down to 5 against that deck.
Yeah, I mean that matchup is really rough for you. Unfortunately, like this is basically half the reason that I'm playing the deck that I'm on is just because the metagame that we play with is like a bunch of mono red. Like there's a ton of aggressive decks, and then like some other mid-range decks, which mid-range v mid-range is always basically a coin toss.
If it wasn't
Yeah.
for the fact that it was on my budget, I would have changed decks for this tournament, this specific one. Just because people know I'm on mono red.
Currently, we're in game 2.
Game 2, okay.
Lowman won game 1. So SUI Black won game 1, and it took longer than our match
Yeah,
did.
okay. So the match scores are correct, sweet.
Yeah.
I'm honestly not that surprised. Lowman is playing a slightly grindier, more mid-rangey version of Suicide Black. It's not straight up aggressive. It's got some more. Not to say it doesn't have creatures like
Yeah.
Midrange.
You're usually like, it's not straight up aggressive, Carnivage, instead.
But it does have some of the like really powerful 3 and 4 drop effects in Black, which can help it close out a game even when it goes long.
Unless that cat. Lowman is on 2 cards right now.
He does have a Smuggler's Copter in play, which isn't nothing.
Yeah.
But
Lotsies, we get to see what's in the hand.
Bailite is also at 17 life. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
turn 4.
it. Turns out
Copter beatdown.
there is a lot of life,
Yeah, the Copter beatdown is going to take a while.
and like it's
This card's
important
got
also to mention that SUI Black isn't like mono red, in which after like if they get them you down to 8, right, and then you stabilize the board, they can still kill you from that point by just pointing burn at your face. Like it doesn't quite have the same type of reach. So if
what is
Bailite
this
has the
card?
board taken care of, that is a Plague Stinger, I think it's
Plague
called.
Belcher.
Like
Plague
Belcher.
It's a 3 mana 5/4 from
Yeah.
Amonkhet.
And it
that-
shot at 1.
It also kills one of your other creatures or makes itself into a 3/2. When it enters
I don't think that's a
battlefield,
bad
but-
thing with this Relentless Dead in play.
Yeah, or what he did was he killed off his own Carnivage, which he can then get back with when his Relentless Dead dies. Get back to Relentless Dead on a Carnivage. I think Carnivage is a zombie. Carnivage is a zombie.
Fetch to 10. Like, this is definitely a much worse place to be in with a 5-4 on the other side.
5/4 menace, no less.
I believe it's pronounced Penache.
And really, the 5-4 with the menace in this situation isn't a big deal because he's probably not chump blocking it. I think here.
Yeah, it's not the worst thing in the world. Obviously,
No,
like
no.
it's beatable. It's
Like,
just
Gideon probably happens here.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say this looks like Titania.
Yeah, Gideon makes token. Token in this. The token in this or the token in Corsair.
Gideon. Oh, that's good.
yeah. We saw Gideon off the top of the Corsair.
Yeah. The token in the Corsair can get in front of the Light Belcher, which is Scrappy Scrounger. That's the thing. Seems like a castable top deck.
I mean, I can't think of a non-castable top deck in his deck with 5 mana.
Yeah, I mean, 5's a lot.
Sure, technically not castable, but it's just a thing.
You
can
wouldn't.
do.
I mean, he started to tap mana,
Yes.
so presumably it's a spell.
Yep. Although I do like looting with Copter first, if it's
Well, yeah.
not a spell that'll directly
You draw
impact the
cards
board.
first.
In general, as a rule of thumb, draw cards before, like if you like have complete information, draw all the cards that are gonna draw for the turn before you start casting stuff. That's
I can't see where these things are attacking. Everything's attacking Gideon. Yeah.
That makes sense. This means that Gideon is going to die here.
yeah. To be
Yes.
fair, Gideon is a huge problem.
Yeah, the question is just
Do we kill
Where-
Light Belcher?
Gideon might not die if everything. No, because there's 2 creatures with Menace. Okay.
Two mana.
Yeah. No, sorry, I missed that. The zombie, the 2/2. Relentless
Relentless
Yeah.
Dead
has
has
a lot of
Menace.
text.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
has
I
text
missed
on
that it also has Menace.
Yeah.
Yes.
This thing has a lot of text on it. It's hard to miss. It's easy to miss.
Plus, also, if the Menace guy gets blocked, you might want to be in a position where you regrow it, but keep your mana up to regrow it.
Yeah, he's gonna be able to both get the Carnifage and itself back this turn.
Well, the Carnifage is exiled to the Scrappy Scrounger.
Oh, it's Exa.
Bot
Oh,
saves.
I
We get
can
to
see
see what
Scrappy.
Bailite Tan looks like.
I was
Thoughtseize!
just gone for a second, getting some snacks. And so
Discard Siege Rhino. Ugh.
He has 2
And-
lands and a
that's
Drag
good.
Wrangler in
That's
hand.
really good.
Yeah.
If you,
I'm
I think that
I'm
if you
actively
if you
surprised
can
we saw the
choose to
Gideon
discard
over the,
Siege
Siege
Rhino
Rhino.
with your Thoughtseize every time, I think it's a can I get a Thoughtseize every single time? Okay, we're sweet. Oh, the juice.
The Juice is on blocking duty right now.
The juice
Yeah.
is losing on this.
The juice can do that. It's a 3-mana 3/3 that blocks fairly well.
Yeah, I think it's just gonna be Scrap Heap and Smuggler's Cup.
Yeah.
Because I guess he can actually attack with his Relentless if he
don't-
has like creatures to play.
But wouldn't mind a Relentless Dead if he doesn't have anything else to do with his mana, because he can buy it back and buy back the Plague Belcher.
Yeah.
But I think the Scrappy Scrounger
Oh, he
attacking
can
is better
get
than
back
most
that
attack.
Belcher. That's true. But then he's
Yeah,
gonna find
that's-
something. He's gonna
that's
have to find
zombie.
something to put the -1/-1 corners down.
Draws 2
And that's
beautiful
he has
blocks.
more mana he has to spend on like something else.
Yeah, so
Blade
the-
before that flips. That's important.
So the line that I probably would have taken personally would be crew this Copter with Scrappy Scrounger, attack with Copter and Relentless Dead. And then
Yeah.
if
But
Relentless
looking
Dead,
at what he had, considering he had a Doom Blade to answer the Nissa, there's an argument
Yeah.
definitely to be made.
I think I like Scrappy
Because you
Scrounger attacking
don't
better.
really know what you're going to hit up the Copter, so you might hit something that's really important to play.
makes
That's an
sense.
argument also.
I think I like Scrappy attacking better than I like Relentless Dead attacking.
Plus, the Relentless set will also only be trading really with a 2/2.
Yeah.
That's the Scrappy
Yeah,
Scrounger.
that's-
I guess the Scrappy
I think
Scrounger's
Loman's
take-
kinda dying for this Relentless Dead to die, honestly. It gets itself back and the Plague Belcher. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah. I
Getting
think
a
it represents,
2 Black Belt is fine.
like, you don't need to die though. You can just keep attacking with the Scrappy Scrounger. It's gonna keep coming back and what you can do about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So-
that's not a bad draw.
Yeah, it's gonna kill the juice.
Is it not a mana floating?
He taps
Oh, it's a
the
swamp.
Ancient
There's
Tomb
an
with
Urborg.
it, or
There's an Urborg. Huh.
I mean, he's getting in for 6 here, and Bailite's at 3, with like a bunch of different lethal attackers in place.
3 is a
Especially
low life
over-
total.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
So
like
the good thing is that the Relentless Dead is not lethal.
Yeah, so the ways that he could not die this turn are something like Night of Autumn, destroying the
Fractals.
copter.
So his hand is
I
Hint
mean,
to
yeah,
Thoracle
obviously
Skull,
Fractals.
actually. Oh, I have hand cams. What am I doing?
I-
Alright,
a
well,
lot of
Eladam's
killing-
Skull is gonna get him.
I guess
what he-
Sphinx, if he has Sphinx does as well. Yeah, he's
Sphinx
probably gonna
keeps
get
him alive
Fractals or Sphinx. Probably Fractals, to be honest.
Finks doesn't work as well.
No, Sphinx
if-
doesn't. Yeah, because he can attack with Render instead. True.
Finks doesn't work as well if he has a creature. If he doesn't have a creature, then Finks works perfectly fine because one of
Well,
oh, no,
then he
yeah,
might as
no,
well-
you crew with the
Can you
No,
get
yeah,
Night of
yeah,
Autumn?
he has
Can
him,
you,
that's
can you
right,
get
he has
Night
him,
of
we did see
Autumn
that.
and smash the... So you can get Night of Autumn,
Yeah.
smash the Copter, and trade with the
With
the
the
Scrap Hip
Scrounger,
Scrounger and go to
Yeah, it's
1,
Emrakul.
right?
Oh, Emrakul.
I think I
That's a
like
line.
Fractal. Can he Emrakul now?
seems
The
like
answer
yeah.
it looks to be yes.
Yeah, he has enough.
Oh, it was an end of turn damage call. Right. That
Yeah.
makes sense then.
yeah.
Yeah, so now he can attack the Smuggler's Copter.
Oh,
into
and
the
he can even the rest because
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, he can make the Relentless instead. No, he can't attack with the Relentless instead. Actually, I was hoping
No,
he could attack
he-
with the Relentless instead. Get it
Yeah,
into the
but
break.
he can.
You crew the Smeller's Copter.
Yeah, he can kill the Smuggler's Copter, which
True.
then leaves.
And even make
Well, just
Low Man
opposite.
discard the worst of the two, and then discard other to Liana, getting rid of him that he's never gonna actually no, probably is the rest more likely.
No, he's probably gonna not take up the Liliana so that he can't be edicted
get
on
edicted,
Lowman's extra
yeah.
turn.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, true.
Because if he gets edicted, he just dies.
That's
Well,
right.
it depends on what Loman has in hand, I think.
Well, he's probably not gonna have much. Of
Well,
a-
he's gonna be discarding the worst of the two. With the,
So,
or the better.
yeah.
So what?
Copter
So
here.
if Loman has Kira,
and I guess he might as well hit him with the Ancient Tomb while he's at it.
I'll say Loman's hand is
Valid.
Swamp and Amit Eternal.
Yeah.
Well,
Discard
buy Amit Eternal.
Yeah, Amit Eternal, not a winner.
Would have been
Maybe.
hilarious if there was a Carrick Spite in this deck.
Lowman
We
loves the
haven't seen
character.
such a play before.
Taps
have
the
we now?
Ancient Tomb just for the Rabbins. Which interesting puts Loman at 14, which means that one attack from Emrakul is not
Emrakul,
lethal, but the
yeah.
Ancient Tomb cannot tap for the rest of the game.
Pretty
That
much.
taps well.
It taps for black off of the herb.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Right.
that's fair. Oh yeah, because
Yeah, and it
Bailite
just
has an
hits
Herberg.
him, which hits anything.
Yeah. So
He's
again,
gonna
this
swing here. Yeah,
puts
he should
Bailite in
be.
a position where he has to top deck something.
Yeah. Oh right, he can't block that one.
Yeah.
Oh, the
that's
juice!
right, the
The
juice
juice!
can scavenge on. He had lethal.
Scavenge exists.
None of us saw the line, and Bailite did.
We forgot. Wow.
Yeah, the card
I was
has
even
text
like
on it.
earlier when it died, I was like, yeah, this isn't gonna do anything this game. It's just not gonna do anything really.
I was wondering
Then
why it
it
was in the deck.
won!
I was wondering why it was. Why?
Yep.
I mean, it has an effect from the graveyard, and it's an aggressive creature. It almost killed me.
Yeah.
like
I've been
Can
considering
somebody clip us
that?
screaming the juice like idiots, please?
like John beat down, like just smack him. Blob rating into 2 and 3 drops perhaps.
Oh, now I'll spell one.
Twilight Mire is a somewhat significant first land to lead on it.
Yeah,
Like it's
it
weird.
usually means that you are not as like you probably don't have a ton of lands if you're leading Twilight Mire.
Or you just want to protect your colored, like your actual colored source from a wasteland, if that's
Yeah,
the.
I guess that's fair. I mean, kind
I mean,
of
we're-
mix of both in this case, right?
We're gonna find out from the Thoughtseize.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
We have Loman's hand. We have Bailite's hand. We don't
We have
have Loman's
Bailite's
hand.
hand? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Marsh
I-
Blast, Drag Mangler, Scavenging Ooze, Drag Tusk, Siege Rhino. Hey, look, Wasteland!
Yeah, look,
Down the
protecting
Wasteland.
your colored source, but this is gonna. This
But
this
yeah.
hand looks like it's.
You
rough.
really wish you had more than one of those, though. I think we might see the Nihil Spellbomb being cracked for a card at the end of turn here.
Yeah, it's
That's
probably
what we want to be
here.
doing, though.
Yeah, it's not with that. It's not with that on the board.
Yeah, when you've got two recursive
Really want to
creatures
be
in
able to kill
play.
that.
Although to be fair, he does still have the scavenging ooze in hand.
Yeah,
as
if you,
well.
yeah, you have
Yeah.
Scavenging Ooze if you can get to it. So,
Yeah, if he
Probably burning
gets
out
to,
for
if he can get to like if he gets a second land, he's in good shape. Because the Sylvan Library can find the third probably. Does not hit land off of the first draw. Does not hit land off of the second draw, and I think this game is over.
Oh, there's no lid on her. Yeah.
Angry Bob hits the field.
Rune Rider this time is not allowed to attack into Siege Rhino, so it's not going to die that way.
Another miss. Bailite is gonna go to his discard step.
Attack for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Is there any point where you want to play Ruin Raider or Dark Confident in any decks, really?
You play both.
Yeah,
No, if you
I'm
have a
assuming
deck and you have one slot left for one of those two.
No, you want Dark Confidant.
No.
To manage
If you're aggressive enough that Ruin Raider is in the deck, you should play both.
So technically, Ruin Raider draws the card on the turn it comes into play. Dark Confidant has to live a turn cycle.
Good point,
It does
yeah.
have upside.
Okay, Mox Chat is the draw.
And having a third power is definitely relevant, though it does cost 1 more mana.
Sylvan Library and the
It
Home
costs 1 more
Session
mana.
from Bailite.
Also, you get the card at the same time.
Mhm.
Like, you get this card at the same time relevant, because
Yes,
if
you could-
you attack and then cast your 3-drop,
They
you're
You
not
could
getting
make
that
a
card later.
minor argument that if
Wait
too
for
many
it, Bob, buddy.
It's
yes,
relevant
you
to your
can have
opponent's
enough to do a turn
removal.
2, it might not be relevant.
Oh, yeah, it's relevant to your opponent's removal, but not too.
I'm going
definitely want
Randy
that.
versus Gozmit.
Alrighty, thank you. Thank you, Minster, for that clip. I'll be sure to use it later. Okay, so we have another upset in our losers. That's what the losers semis. So we're waiting for the losers final. So we're gonna revert to only one match going on at any given time here because we are going to. We only have 3 players left. So Bailite is eliminated. I want to thank him again for participating in the tournament. So far, it's been great to have you around, and it's been great. We're hoping to see you back in season 4. If you want to stick around to do some commentary for the fall for next upcoming rounds, that's awesome. We have now the losers finals. I think my nomenclature for what these things are called has been a little inconsistent, but we have the losers finals. Ignore the fact that Windy's face says Gozmit. That's not Gozmit. Which are gonna be Gozmit versus Loman.
Yeah.
And who wants to do commentary? I guess Windy was on commentary this round, so let's have the other two. Let's have.
Yeah, I can do commentary, and if Bailite's around that,
Yeah.
work.
So
Yeah.
Bailite and words exist. Okay. So all the non-lowman player can share their hands, please.
I cannot show my hand.
I clicked a button that wasn't the button I was supposed to click.
Yeah, I saw that it only says replay instead of watch in the thing. So.
Yeah, I clicked the join button because that's exactly where the watch button goes, and Gozmit hadn't joined yet. Oops.
Alright, Lowman versus Gozmit. Lots of aggro on the table.
Yeah, this is gonna be exciting. Okay, give me.
We should probably talk fast because it'll be over soon.
Yeah, this is gonna be fast. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, looking for confirmation to go.
Yeah. One second. Right. You should be good to go in a second as soon as I figure out. Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah. You're free. You can go.
Okay, I have given the signal to go.
Yeah. Yeah. You can start.
Yeah, I gave him the signal.
Alright. Just for reference, Gozmit is not Bailite. Nor is he
No.
on Abzan midrange.
I'm fixing things on the screen. Give me a second.
You mean Abzan midrange doesn't typically play basic mountain?
I mean,
Or
it's,
is
that-
it-
it's the spicy tech.
This is a really silly card, by the way.
Which card? Eyesight Golem?
Runaway Steamkin.
Ah, that one. That one is a pretty silly card. It's very good in standard.
Yeah, I've spawned with it in standard.
I've lost to that card a lot.
Well, standard, you can have a Runaway Steamkin, 2 Risen Reefs, and Lobnath, and pick your entire deck up.
I mean, it's not even like if you have the frenzy guy, experimental frenzy, and like some number of Steamkins up, that literally plays your whole deck. It's nuts.
Well, it looks like this game might end up coming down to a die roll, basically.
Aggro versus
Gozmit
aggro does
is-
have a tendency of doing that.
Gozmit's got... He's pretty far ahead at this point.
I mean,
like,
the advantage traditionally for this type of match goes to the red aggressive player because,
Yeah.
like, the black player is killing themselves and the red player is killing the black player. So they're kind of both.
Yeah, they're basically on the same game plan, except
Yeah.
the black player helps the red player out.
Yeah.
It's like Dredge versus Mill.
Yeah, in
Both
that
players
case,
want the same thing. Everyone can be happy.
yeah, but both players want the same thing, except the issue in Dredge versus Mill is that, like, the Mill player often has an advantage there.
Yeah. Well, if the Dredge player is helping the Mill deck figure this stuff out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Smeller's Copter and Grimlob Mance is pretty good.
Just Grimlovemancer in general in this matchup seems very good.
Yeah, this means that the Smuggler's Copter can discard, and then before it blocks, Grimlob Mance can shoot the Vampire Blade.
Yeah, it also just makes sure that you have food for your Grimlovemancer.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a really cool line. Hexmage blocks
Oh,
just
yeah, it
for
has
strike
first
damage and
strike.
then removes counters from the Runaway Steamkin. So the Steamkin's gonna die here. That's a really cool line.
Here's this Liliana again.
It's pretty
That's-
good.
It's good. I'm just not sure it's gonna be good enough here on its
No,
own.
it'll
got enough power
it'll
on board to
die
kill it.
instantly.
Yeah. Like it's a slightly different situation from last time we saw it. Because last time
Yeah.
we saw it, it just shut down everything. But at this point, there's enough
Yeah.
power on board that it's and Lowman doesn't have enough to defend it, so it's just
Yeah.
gonna die here.
Yeah, like this Mistress Factory. What did the Mistress Factory get tapped to do?
It got tapped to Skullcrack the Liliana.
Oh, Skullcrack happened, okay. Yeah, okay. I thought the Grimlock Mancer shot Liliana because I was thinking, like, shoot Liliana and attack with Factory.
Yeah, I kind of like that line a little bit better.
Being able to cast Froststar makes more sense.
Yeah.
Because now Froststar makes their life miserable.
Yeah, it also turns off any of their life gain, which I'm sure Lowman has some.
Yeah. I
But-
didn't see any. Or no, that's a lie. They have at least the not vampire Nighthawk.
Gift Etherborn.
Yes.
Yeah, that one.
And it's got Collective Brutality as well.
Yep.
Yeah, so it turns off some of those cards which would be very good here, and they just aren't at this point because Lowman's so low on life that he can't
Goodbye.
realistically attack with a Rune Raider in play. It's just
No. That is the one upside that you get on Ruin Raiders opposed to Dark Archon. You can control when it happens,
yes.
but it means it has to be able to attack.
Minstrel, I don't think Loman plays Kalitas because it's probably a little too expensive and slow, but I can check the deck list and...
Yeah, I can check here. I have the deck list
Yeah, actually,
already.
if one of you can
It
check
is
the
there.
deck list.
Yep, it's there.
Okay.
He's got
Also,
a few
I
board
believe
like he's also
it is
around-
Kalitas. I don't know why I keep saying Kalitas, but...
It is Cletus?
I think it originally was supposed to be Kalitas, and then nobody said Kalitas, so we're like, fuck it, it's Kalitas now.
Yeah, it's really hard. I can do Japanese pronunciation. That's it.
Yeah, it looks like Kalitas is the 1/4 drop in the deck.
There's a Phyrex Obliterator in there.
Oh, that as well.
To be fair, if you want 2 4-drops, Phyrex Obliterator should be one of them in your mono black deck.
Yeah.
It's definitely a magic card. I can say that much about it.
It does have characteristics like a mana host and the power and toughness. And abilities.
Yes,
Yeah.
it passes the vanilla test without also being a trampler that blows up all your opponent's things.
Yeah. Unless it gets Source to Plowshare.
That is one of the few ways of actually dealing with it.
Who would do a thing like that?
Someone that's not playing Blue Run.
There was like a meme of like Thanos that like the whole Thanos and there's like the child asking Ape of Justice Ramy is on Ben Blink. There's like, did you double bolt the Phyrex Obliterator? Yes. What did it cost you? Everything.
Technically, I'm on a time walk version of Bant Blink, so it's a little bit different than my typical Bant Blink list. Because it can just combo you out.
Source Plowshares generally should get in most white decks, yeah.
Yeah, if your deck can play with Swords of Plowshares, usually it plays Swords of Plowshares.
Unless you like Storm.
Yeah, okay, fair.
Because Storm will have the white for silences, but won't be able. But we'll decide not to play Swords of Plowshares because you don't need to.
Yeah, no,
you
you play. Yeah, your removal for creatures is removing the players that play those creatures.
I mean, you've got some bounce spells and stuff too, because there are some creatures that it's really hard to win through.
Yeah, but your bounce spells are not like creature only. They're not creatures, or they're non-lands.
Because they deal with other problematic permanents as well.
Like Recipes, Leyline, which show up occasionally because of the existence of Enchantress. The demise goodbye. Convert mana cost or toughness slots. Okay.
Does Gozmit have a sequence of draws that gets him out of this?
Shock?
I honestly don't think so. Because, his best option is to find a recurring source of damage, but all those are creatures, which died Liliana.
Does he play Chandra?
No, he doesn't play any walkers.
Yeah.
Not that I saw.
The win condition is don't die for long enough to risk mana crypt to kill one man.
Sulfuric Vortex is a repeatable source of damage. You know what isn't a repeatable source of damage? Brute Force. Does Infuriate get in the red list now?
That's the +3/+2 one?
Yeah, the new one from
I had it in the hand the mulligan earlier.
It is in Gozmit's list.
Okay.
Yeah. You had a hand the mulligan earlier that had it.
It's Brute Force always looked to me like kind of a fringe card, but...
No.
So I guess if Lowman somehow has no walkers in play...
Oh, Gozmit, absolute hero. Move that stupid Google Hangouts notification at the bottom in a place where it doesn't show up on stream. Thanks.
I just always hide it. There's a little button that says hide.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, so I think Gozmit's best draw would have been Goblin Ravelmaster. Because if Lowman has no blockers, it can survive a Liliana Edict. But
or multiple Liliana Edicts, in fact.
Yeah, but then he's going to leave back blockers and be able to kill the Goblin token, and it's just not going to matter.
Yeah, Gozmit's draw has been abysmal.
I don't know if his draw's actually been abysmal, just Lowman's draw has been a mana crypt draw.
That is fair.
Has, Brute Force with it being not relevant. Drew with it being not relevant.
But the only reason that those two are irrelevant is because of the Liliana. Otherwise,
price of progress, that doesn't help.
I like how Lowman was joking at the beginning of the event that he was gonna run the whole gauntlet and win the whole
Yeah.
thing, and we were like doing like, yeah, I mean, you're starting from really far behind.
And if you're gonna
And
want to
now
high roll your way
he's
into
1-1
try and
heading
kill it.
into the grand finals.
Yeah, I mean, this is a deck that you use like, I need to get lucky. I'm gonna play SUI Black.
Yeah,
'Cause it'll work.
I don't know what my SUI Black matchup is like. It's gonna be interesting. Like, yeah, I guess we might find out.
Anyways, yeah, I was talking about pump spells. You don't want to play those in mid-range normally because it's just removal.
Yeah, it's
So, you may as well just have real removal. And pump spells you want, like, aggro and infect, basically.
yeah, I mean, there are some pump spells that are really good that I would see maybe making the, like, if you are kind of an aggressive band on a mid-range deck, because, mid-range is a wide spectrum, right? There are more aggressive mid-range decks, there are less aggressive
Yeah,
mid-range decks.
We found
Like,
the
I would see
overlapping
something
card
like
between the
Blossom
two
in
decks.
Defense, making...
Blossom in Defense I could,
yeah.
because it's basically counterspell. Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, both players have this card in their deck.
Eyesight Golem? Yeah, one mana 2-2, baby. No downsides.
Kieva. Kieva.
I said Kiba.
I don't actually know what that word means.
I have no idea. I am, in fact, not Danish.
The defensive Titan strength.
That's a line.
Thunder Numbers says that he's gonna be home in like 15-20 minutes. I'm gonna let him know.
We may be done with the tournament by
I was
then.
about to say, the tournament might be over at that point.
Because the grand finals is gonna potentially be 2 matches, right? But mostly we are past the hump. Like the point where we absolutely needed him was when we were running 2 matches at the time, because that's when I was gonna be on stream. But at this point, I can just have you guys take care of commentary.
Can't tell Freebooter. Sees a removal spell, and a removal spell with a removal spell on board. That's burn. So shock on board, and shock that's slightly better. Oh, I like that. Put a master counter on Carnifage. Well, let's see how interested is low mana keeping this Carnifage around as a 1/1.
I mean, it's going to stay on board, obviously, but I doubt that he's going to be paying the life to let it untap.
Interact.
Not a bad one. No.
He gets the unknown skull crack, so he has a shock in hand.
Mm-hmm. Plus the shock on board as well. Like,
Yeah, there's a Seal of Fire on board and the shock in hand. And another unknown. Hey, look, it's 7/6. That's not gonna last very long.
You know what's gonna not be very easy to kill with burn spells?
Not that Roger Register, not with the Soul Scar Mage in play.
I mean, it's going to take 2.
Yeah,
Or
Yeah.
3 at least. Cause
Yeah, that's fair
of the
actually,
shock.
because it's gonna just shrink it. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, this Firecraft is going to make it total.
Like, this Soul Scar Mage can now just attack.
Well, it'll die to the Regisaur if the Regisaur
It
blocks.
No, not
Right,
really, because you can
You can
double
throw the
shrink
Firebrand
it.
at it as well.
Yeah, you can also
Yes.
throw the Firebrand at it. But then you are 3-for-1 in yourself, and you have to.
I mean, you have to get it off the board.
Oh, he's a pump spell. He drew Titan Strength. Not Titan Strength, sorry.
No, he's a Firecraft in hand now, right?
Oh, he used the shock. I see.
Yeah.
The 3-for-1. Gozmit is in chat.
They yeah. They both have just like done the always yield to the prowess trigger, so it looked like the spell resolved as a prowess trigger.
Gozmit's run out of cards, and Low-End's life total is not that low.
What do you mean it can't block?
The Scrounger can't block.
Oh,
You lied. There is another 4-drop in Loman's deck. Spawn of Mayhem.
that's not a 4-drop. It's a 3-drop. This thing also got played against me. This thing's a 3-drop.
Secretly a 3-drop. Yeah, it looks like Loman's strategy of going a little bigger is really paying off here.
Oh, Firecraft, right.
Because, like, Gozmit is being forced to 2-for-1 himself on all of these bigger threats, right?
That was a 1-for-1.
I mean, he had the
Yeah,
3-for-1 himself against the 7-6.
Oh, yeah, right.
Anyway.
Oh, Goblin
But
Guy.
yeah, the dinosaur gets played in regular SUI Black anyways these days.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a 7-6 for 3.
Ooh.
Kind of count it as
he's-
that's a bad thing.
That I like this block with Bob here because otherwise he's taking 4 off of flipping
Yeah.
Khalid.
Yeah, and, like, Bob's not gonna... You're gonna be unhappy about... Like, I think trading Bob for their GG is pretty reasonable.
Yes. Although this Khalidus is going to just kill Gozmit here.
So if Gozmit draws a
Kalitas!
So if Gozmit draws a shock or a bolt or anything, the Axolot can be like,
I don't think you block.
oh, this is Barbarian Ring. See, now you just
Uh-huh.
pass the turn back to Lowman.
Yeah.
Now Lowman
And-
also can't attack.
Yeah, and then we're just in a stalemate here, and you
Yep.
have to.
And
Well,
Gozmit's drawing
Kalitas
last
can
with
sacrifice Carnophage. Carnophage is a
birds. Oh
zombie.
yeah, Kalidas
That-
has text. You're right.
Yeah. Also, there's a wasteland for that barbarian ring.
That's a pretty good draw, yeah.
I don't know if Lowman sees that Khalidus can sacrifice the fish though.
Why
See
did
if it attacks.
why did he Barbarian ring the Kalitas and not the Carnophage?
Because the Carnophage doesn't matter.
Because he wanted to stop Khalidus from attacking that turn.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But like once one hit with this Khalidus comes in, although that is a burn spell.
Yeah, Kalitas can trade with the burn spell now.
These
Oh,
draws
never-
from
never mind.
Never mind.
Lowman,
please-
monster.
Yeah. That is what I meant when I was
Look,
talking. Like,
this
you're
game
gonna-
is going like from bad to worse for Lowman. Like for Gozmit, like everything that could go wrong is going wrong.
That's what I meant when I was talking about, like, if you want to high roll, SUI Black's a way to do it. Like, SUI Black really rewards you for drawing well.
Let's see, is there a draw that kills this Khalidus this turn?
I
I can't think of a red
don't
spell.
think he runs either Flame Slash or Lava Coil or Lizzie Warriors. That doesn't make sense to me.
Might be running Flame Slash.
Might be on Flame Slash. Let's find out.
Doesn't look like it. Yeah, no, this game is just over.
Yeah, this I don't know how.
Like, sure, you might be able to block the Khalidus and not die yourself for a few turns here, but
Yeah.
not gonna.
Fun
Not
fact,
gonna
this,
come back.
this Mutable could also get sacrificed to the... You figured it out.
Gozmit continues to.
Well, you gotta
kind of
cast your
draw
multiple
blanks.
$1,000 worth of cards. I don't think he runs Scorch, for sure.
Yeah, Loman gets it. Loman from the first from match 1 all the way to the grand finals. This is exciting. Unfortunately, this means we're not gonna have handcam for the grand finals, which like God damn it! But
Yeah.
low man.
Yeah, I know I pog can. Hey, so I gotta do some other stuff. I got other stuff.
Is Lowman trying to talk to us?
No man is saying words.
I
I can't hear
think
them.
so.
All right,
Hey,
Yeah,
Well, he's
type
saying
it.
words. Is he saying words at us, or is he saying words?
He's typing. He's typing.
the words that he's saying are that he's going to type out what he was saying because we can't hear him. If I heard him correctly, it might be that he has to leave.
That's
What?
That's what I thought I heard as well. Which I was going to joke about, and then this happened. Yeah. Exactly what it is, yeah.
Okay, that is very anticlimactic.
Well, I guess it's
No, at this point, I'm gonna have you concede. I'm gonna have him concede to Gozmit so that we have a grand finals.
Yeah,
Like, I want to have a grand finals.
fair.
So
well. At least we get
This is not
hand.
gonna be a grand finals for me against Ramy.
I want to have a finals.
Again. This is another rematch.
Yeah, like, it is, but also
let's
like.
hope we can draw decently.
Man,
in
like
these.
I'm really sad now. This will just look like we had the Lowman story of like starting super low, through a loss, getting to the grand finals and playing, and this is gonna
Yeah.
to leave.
And then life happened, unfortunately.
Unfortunate, but
He'd also have a way better matchup against Ramy than I would with actual black removal.
True.
A bigger
True.
threat.
You guys all can
Yes.
in the group chat.
I don't know what he just said.
Me neither.
Oh, okay. Maybe I can boost his volume on my end. Maybe
I tried that.
think that can happen.
Unfortunately, when you boost the volume, it just becomes
Yeah, it's cutting out.
like it's louder, but still not more audible.
All right, so grand finals are me versus Gozmit again.
Yeah.
It seems so.
Yeah, I think that's
And
that's
here I
what we're
just
gonna
turned
do.
off my sharing
And
string.
Lowman has to leave, so we're gonna have Windy and Bailite in the booth.
Okay, I will be right back.
Okay, yeah. You take care of whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
I'm going.
All right, just let us know when we're good to start taking game actions.
Yeah. Give me 1 second, Reno. And this is gonna be best of 5, just so that you.
Best of 5, okay.
Yeah,
I
the
have
grand
even
finals
less of a
is-
chance of winning. God. Had to, didn't you?
And
couldn't,
you
like,
have to
high-roll
win.
two
You have to
games
win
or
2 in a row. Also, don't forget that.
Wait, 2?
Yeah, because Ramy is the winners. Is from the like if Ramy beats you, you lost 2 matches, so you're out. But if you beat Ramy, Ramy has only lost 1, right?
I don't think that's how it works, but that might just be me.
I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
Huh, might be. I guess that makes sense, because otherwise you can make the finals and just lose once.
Okay, I should be.
Then maybe we should only do one of them best of 5, I don't know.
No, I mean let's just do all of them best of 5. And,
Wow, this is a lot of top decks. So that's 6 top decks. I'm just gonna concede now. Let's just go to bed early. Oh wait, no, it needs to go to bed. Shit. Can't even use that excuse. Fuck. Tried.
I should have ends momentarily, and probably start the in-game action.
I
so-
wasn't necessarily planning to make it this far, so despite being second seed out of 5, which, but yeah, I had a lot.
I was expecting to make this far
I cannot hear.
during I was top seed.
Here. Ramy versus Gozmit.
Yeah,
Was
for
pretty much guaranteed
for a
to at
lot
least play
of
those 2
games.
games.
No, they're not 1-1.
No. We're gonna fix things momentarily. Give us a second.
Just let us know when we should start actually making game actions.
Yeah.
If it starts asking you to choose. Just send a note to me afterwards.
I will.
You're done.
I've got 2.5 minutes left on my.
Well,
inactivity time.
I don't use much
Okay,
time with my decks.
start going now.
All right, and we will deafen ourselves so we
Yep.
can't hear what's going on.
Yeah.
That seemed wise. Ramy,
All right then, mono red versus Bant Blink.
Ramy roll to 6.
Odd.
Yeah,
Gozmit didn't seem to think he would have much of a chance here.
Ramy roll to 5. Gozmit keeps the 7. That makes sense.
Gozmit has a very nice 7. Ramy's 5 isn't bad.
Has explore.
Is it? Where is it? Yeah.
You're not zealot. Choo choo.
Getting started. That Goblin Guide with no downside.
What is that red card in the far right of Gozmit's hand?
Fire Ambush.
I'm sorry. There's quite
One
a
of
lot.
the deeper
It's-
members of the 1 and red 3 damage pool.
Yeah, it's a sorcery speed, Sirius spear, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. It's just volcanic emperor.
Ramy pumps out an early time walk, obviously wanting to just get as much mana down as possible to compete with the Mox Ruby start from Gozmit.
I have a feeling that the Savastin's Pilgrim's not lasting super long.
Possibly not. Red is known for damage.
Yeah. I love Jackalpot. It eats Byzantine borders and then deals 4 to their face. Discord is now on top of my face.
I'm working on it.
It's alright. It's alright, TRM. We still love you. Kitchen Finks is an excellent roadblock.
Yeah. So all I have to do is cast Soul Spray Mage. Okay, we're just killing it normally. Yeah. Fun fact, Soul Spray Mage turns off Persist.
That is a nice touch.
Yeah. It also turns off Pillar of Flame.
Oh yes.
I was playing a game where my opponent had Kitchen Finks as Soul Spray Mage and was looking at Pillar of Flame like, but I don't want to Pillar of Flame this because you're just going to get it back. It's like, no. You don't get the exile, but it still puts counters on it. Goodbye.
Reinforcement of the same point, I suppose. Gozmit's drawn quite a few mana sources in this game.
Yeah.
And though Ramy is out of cards, he's still got 4 mana on board. And a fair number of live draws.
That's not one of them, apparently.
No.
Oh, found that overall. Goodbye.
Well,
Just
it's
keep them
trading.
off of Thrag Tusk. Keep them off
Yeah.
Thrag Tusk, man.
I mean, being on turn 7 with 13 life is pretty good against mono red, especially on a multi 5.
Yeah. Archaeomancer.
Archaeomancer.
This doesn't need brain.
Sorry, I didn't catch that. I think you were cutting out for a moment.
Yeah. Ah, my Mako crashed.
Oh. Dang.
I'll get back in.
Yeah, you had
Indeed.
a few moments of robot voice and no words.
My computer
Fiery Confluence.
does that.
6
Fire
damage off the top.
Confluence is pretty good. So it looks like the Archaeomancer did eat its brain.
Yes.
Which is what my question was does this Archaeomancer immediately eat the brain so you can keep attacking with the Jackalpot?
Yeah.
As much as you don't want to burn one of your premium removal spells on a 1-2.
Mm. It's at this point, it's not that premium when you're wanting to finish off your opponent rather than deal
yeah.
damage. Ooh, a 2/4.
Yeah, that'll sit there and block.
I wonder. Yes, I was thinking. I was wondering if Gozmit would want to cycle his Bant career. It's an interesting choice for Ramy there, because Gozmit, will be able to get a lot of cards out of the letterbox next turn with Bant career.
Yeah.
But he makes the choice of wanting to block 2 damage rather than 1, which is also fair. And attacks with Brago's Secret Vigilance.
Yeah. I cannot find the game on Mega. Game has vanished, so I'll be watching about 15 seconds behind.
Viashino Pyromancer finishes off Ramy from 2.
Yep, that'll do it.
Alright, so we're into game 2.
Yes.
Gozmit is up a game.
As a reminder, the finals will be a best of 5. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't find the game.
Ramy's mulligan is 7 and kept to 6.
Spaghetti code.
Gozmit kept to 7. Ramy starts off with Abzan's Pilgrim, which is a nice start, and will very much welcome his additional Kitchen Finks into the world.
Yeah.
Ooh, Tatamunge Maniac does not want to see a Kitchen Finks.
So, what do you think about letting the Tatamunge attack, getting the Kitchen Finks to block it, trigger, come back, and then force-bolting them?
That's probably the best solution. Gozmit goes for putting down a runaway Steamkin first, so I suppose when next turn he does cast Fork Bolt, he'll be able to get some more damage out of his elemental.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Ramy is making the best of Green's excellent keyword, big.
Yeah.
It seems unlikely that Gozmit's going to be able to get in much damage with his Steamkin this game.
Yeah.
Steamkin is a hell of a card.
True, especially in an opening hand, which is where you want to see it, obviously. Unfortunately, Gozmit does not hit the land he's looking for off the Abbot, and is therefore forced to not make any attacks.
Yep. You know, Pyromancer.
Recruiter of the Guard and Bramble Sovereign.
Yep.
This game is rapidly slipping away out of Gozmit's fingers.
Spaghetti code. I actually cannot. I can't find it. I can't rejoin the game. I tried.
Ramy finds a Knight of Autumn and a Spellseeker. No doubt he's wanting to get his Time Walk loops going.
Yeah.
I suppose Spellseeker will get Time Walk, and Bramble Sovereign will probably make another Spellseeker trigger, which will get probably Ephemerate or some means of blinking.
Yeah.
And from there he can get
Green
Ephemerate.
Sun Zenith.
Well, yeah, Green Sun Zenith, get Eternal Witness, and take infinite turns.
Yep. You know, this mid-range deck. Which we just outlined the next 3 turns worth of getting a combo. Oh, hey, triple set.
He started with the Knight of Autumn rather than the Spellseeker. Either because he wants to give himself an excellent life buffer, or maybe slightly to flex on Gozmit here.
Yeah. So Ramy's on top of the bracket, right?
What was that, sorry?
Ramy is on top of the bracket.
Ramy is coming from the winners
Okay.
series. So this is so if Ramy wins his match, it's over. Ramy won.
Yeah. Triggers.
And because basically the way double elimination brackets work out is you have to lose twice to be eliminated. So if Gozmit wins, Ramy has only lost once. But if Ramy wins, Gozmit has lost twice. So
Yeah.
Gozmit making use of Runaway Steamkin to make up for his shortfall on lands.
Yeah. This Meatball can get played this turn too, huh?
Yes, he can. Although he's naturally, I think at this point he'd rather have another red source.
Well, I mean, the Meatball can equip the skull.
Well, we wait for Ramy to keep grinding out more and more value until they have accrued enough that day. I just wanted to remind people that if they wanted to sign up for if somebody has tuned in recently and they wanted to participate in the tournament for next season, you should sign up to the Discord, which I am to the Canadian Highlander Discord. We don't have a dedicated 10th point Discord, at least yet. I put the link in chat. It's gonna be in the description. And basically, yeah, just keep an eye out in the tournament announcements channel. We're gonna tell you when the next tournament is. Specifically, right now, we have a poll going on for the next season to figure out when the timing slot is gonna be. We try to bring you a tournament every weekend, and if you want to have a say when in the weekend it's gonna be, you should go answer this poll, which I just put in the chat. Again, it's gonna be in the description. So yeah, just go fill it if you want to have a chance to participate and to have a say when the tournament is gonna be. We're gonna try to figure out when it works best for everybody. Basically, that's the. We're trying to figure out what time works best for everybody and then run it in the slot. So
TRM.
What's up?
How long will that poll be up for?
Until Wednesday, probably. At least it will be up until Wednesday for sure. There might be extensions, but definitely until Wednesday. The reasoning is that we would like to run a tournament next Saturday, so the idea was to call the poll on Wednesday, announce the results, and then, Saturday or Sunday. See.
That 10 power. That 10 power Abzan keep?
Yes, it was.
Huh.
The big abbot.
Yeah. So how does Ramy actually win this game? He's doing a hell of a job not losing, but how does this game actually end?
Spellseeker, I imagine. I still haven't seen that from.
Some fire, maybe.
So you can't go away from it.
That's true.
Getting rid of Pyromancer, that's how you win.
Well, I suppose he could. If Ramy makes a Spellseeker and makes another one with Bramble Sovereign, Seal of Fire can kill one of them, but the Spellseeker trigger will be able to find a blink spell that can get
You can't blink the token.
No, but he can blink his Recruiter of the Guard to get Eternal Witness to get back the real Spellseeker.
Yeah, the issue was with getting Eternal Witness into play, like pointing the Ephemerate at it because you have to in order to loot, and having that Seal of Fire.
Well, I think he's got enough redundancy that if he wanted to, he could start going down that line.
Yeah, losing in Pyromancer does stop Gozmit from just sitting here forever, though.
Yep, that's true.
15 seconds ago, Gavney Township tries to save the kitchen fix and fails. I don't actually know how long the time is.
On the game clocks.
In the delay between
Oh, the
me
delay,
and
right.
Twitch. Yeah.
Do you want me to like put you on the call so that you can wash your hands?
The bigger problem is just like the Miko being buggy.
That is always a feature.
Yeah. I can see Romulus 84 and Master of Bones, but I can't actually see the game we're trying to watch.
Skullclamp has done a lot of work for Gozmit on these past couple of turns.
Yeah. Clamp is a hell of a card. Which might eat a Solid Prime Mage, or has probably already at this point.
We do see a Spellseeker now,
Spellseeker, yeah.
fetching a Green Sun Zenith.
Yeah, that seems like a reasonable thing to get.
It's slightly disappointing. I mean, it's been quite enjoyable to see Gozmit putting in this work with Skullclamp and Runaway Steamkin, making mana, putting elementals into his Skullclamp, and it may not matter.
Yeah, Gozmit said it's hanging. He's gambling to a thread, but I think this game is progressively sleeping more and more. Do you even unleash this? Do you unleash this guy? It's probably better as 2 cards, right?
Yeah, it's better as 2 cards. Reminder that Gozmit still has to find a way to deal 16 sometime before his opponent finds the Threat Gust. Which will be next turn because of Green Sun's Zenith.
Stormkirk Noble is another one that doesn't get much play in other formats.
No, it used to be a standard All-Star back in its day, but that hasn't quite translated.
The other format where I have seen it played is in the mono red deck in Penny Dreadful.
I'll say this much: I've done my share of looking at my Snapcaster mages very sad when my opponent had one of those. It's like,
yeah.
Oh.
Like, not that you wanted to block with Delver anyways, but if you wanted to, it can't.
Grim Lovemancer. Gozmit is stacking up these means of dealing 2 damage on the board.
I mean, I have seen like Modern Burn just play control.
Yeah, it certainly can. It's chock full of removal.
Oh, there's a dinosaur. That's pretty good against Drag Tusk.
It is. I suppose if you really wanted to stretch it, you could say it deals 6 by dealing 1 with the Thragtusk and then preventing the 5.
And then one more when the token enters the battlefield, when you inevitably kill the Thragtusk.
Because you have to, because it's too big to ignore.
It's still a 5/3. Okay, Ramy found a claw. It's a 2/3 flyer.
Okay, we got there finally.
Oh, enter. The odds are more likely that this Green Sun gets something.
Yes. Green Sun's for 6. Getting Woodland Bellower, perhaps?
Probably.
And Woodland Bellower can get Eternal Witness.
What are the graveyard options?
The Ferocidon is dealing a few points of damage, but Ramy has still got a pretty healthy life total.
I wanted to ask chat and or commentators real quick if they think that the the Discord call in the Bailite window is like working for the stream, or if I should just put my camera back on. Just I think it's probably a better idea since I'm not doing much talking, but just if it makes any sense.
I think it's a cool idea to give people an idea of who's speaking at any given time.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but yeah. Just wanted to make sure it's like it's possible to read what's happening and it's clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, the names come through clearly enough. With Gozmit expending a creature and a spell to deal with the 6/5 Woodland Bellower. The Eternal Witness that was fetched by the Woodland Bellower has got Path of Exile back from Ramy's graveyard. I think the difficulty that Ramy has at this point is that he wants to play this Trigon Predator, but it can get murdered by the team of Seal of Fire and Grim Lavamancer.
Yeah. Well, Gozmit took a point of damage. Game's over.
It's done. We're done here.
Although if he does want to do that, he'll have to do it at a time when Ramy's Wasteland is tapped.
Yeah. Price progress is pretty good.
Are we having some stream issues?
Yes, I.
It
I'm
does say
getting
stream
network
has disconnected. Attempted to reconnect a few seconds ago.
Yeah, I'm having network errors.
No, I'm having network errors as well. Like,
I'm gonna check to see if any other random streams are having this problem.
okay.
So just playing Stardew.
We should be back on now. Can chat see us? Can somebody from chat say something about how things are going? Can you see us fine? Is everything
Stream is
okay?
working. The stream is fine.
Okay. Yeah, no, because it did boot me out. It did, like. All right. Yeah. I see your chat comment. Okay. We should be good
Well,
to go.
that's not a very far delay.
Yeah. It's like the stream is like gives you a pretty reasonable idea. There isn't too much delay.
Yeah, I thought it was like 15 seconds. It's like nothing.
No, it's not that much. There is a little bit of delay, but it's not crazy or anything.
Oh, TRM. Gozmit asked in the game chat what the stance on time was.
You should consider these games untimed. I'm hoping that this game doesn't end up in time, but not Lucas. We definitely had a stream issue, but it should be fixed now. I think it was on Twitch side, not mine, but it should be.
Yeah, it was a Twitch thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
think
just realized.
But yeah, no. We should consider these matches on time, basically. If a single game ends up dead to time, that's a little bit. I don't know how to feel about that, but also like Ramy wasted like 2.5 minutes at the beginning, right? Like
I had the same thing on stream, but like I somehow doubt that this is actually going to end in time.
Yeah, no, I don't think. I mean, they both have 10 minutes each, but like maybe
I want to point
if-
out that Gozmit's actually gonna like win this game
Yeah,
somehow.
Gozmit did a
Yeah.
very good job of recovering there.
Yeah.
Okay,
must
yeah,
admit,
let's.
I
wow,
thought it was
okay.
over.
Let's
I
go.
thought it was
to-
over a long time ago.
Yeah, I do not understand how that happened.
Because it
I'm
was
not
over a long
fully
time
sure.
ago. Now it isn't.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Skull Clamp is a hell of a card.
Yes,
It's a
Skull
cool card.
Clamp is pretty real, as it turns out.
Well, you guys got one more.
The fuck?
We're talking
That was
about
a-
just random nonsense because we were like, yeah, Ramy's gonna win this match, but it's gonna take a while. And then,
And the thing is, I realized I didn't actually need to draw photo cards. The card if I played properly and I like made it 2/2s until I realized he had one white with a path.
I'm
Jeez.
sure that I misplayed somewhere in there, but
Oh, I misplayed 2. Like with that, you can't not misplay.
Well,
So-
you guys got some more to fight.
by the way,
Yeah.
Ramy
So-
gets to decide.
I saw you get that knight, and I was like, I can't play Skull Climb until he's played that. I can't play it, and you just immediately slammed it. I was like, thank you.
So,
I have a
I'm
chance.
just a point of contention. Make sure that Ramy gets to. I'm assuming Ramy wants to go first, but make sure that that's a thing that happens. Like even if Gozmit
Yeah, I'll
wins
just
the die roll,
Unify stuff.
yeah,
Or no, I'd just say no, I guess.
Yeah.
Depending on what he wants. You want to
yeah.
go
I
first, Mike?
mean,
yeah. So we're gonna play out the last because we're doing
Yeah.
best of 5.
I don't
yeah. So
So,
Best of
I-
5, and
just
also
make sure that
I win
whoever-
1 or you win 2, basically.
Mhm.
And then we'll see what happens.
it's
yeah,
best of
and
5. It's best of 5, but also
How do I 1-2? What the fuck?
I don't think this matchup. I mean, it's a bad matchup. I also
I'm not supposed to win this. This isn't.
I
No.
multi-5 in
What
game
alternative timeline is this?
did in fact multi-5 in
Oh,
that
both
first game.
times?
Not in the second game. Second game.
Okay, I was like,
uh,
if you won against Stu in the last one,
Yeah.
oh.
The second games was just Skull Clamp putting up a clinic and being like, okay, I got you, fam. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
So you have a best of 5 and also double elimination, right?
So it's gonna be best of 5 and then another.
So
Okay,
if
best of five.
Gozmit wins this
Yeah.
game, he then has to win another best of 5 match.
If Gozmit wins any of the next 3 games,
Yes. All right.
Yeah.
I'm
you
gonna-
guys go away. Okay. The upside is I can actually see the game in real time now,
I know, exciting.
because it means that the game closed and reopened. Hashtag Skullclamp to 1. No.
Probably unnecessary, but it is certainly a hell of a magic.
It is a hell of a magic card.
Did it used to be 1 point? Maybe at some point in the past
used
it
to be.
might have. Yeah.
There have
maybe
been a
around the
lot of
time when I
twists and
started-
turns in the pointing history.
Yeah. I think it was 1 when I started playing the format years ago. Back when
Sure
Ancestral
wasn't one
was
when I
5.
Sure wasn't 1 point when I joined.
Okay, so we've got Ramy keeping a fairly slow 7. It does
Yeah,
have the
I guess it's-
accelerant in it, but an
Oh, it also
accelerant
has
that's
a-
not
that's a
liable to
drag dust.
survive.
Yeah, that's Seal of Fire. Also the Drag Dust. And a Progenitor Mimic.
Yes, and nothing in
Progenitor
between.
Mimic, not the fastest card in existence, as it turns out. What's Gozmit about?
Burn,
It's about
Rabble Master.
Sternblood Berserker into Goblin Rabble Master.
Yeah,
Solid.
it's Berserker, Rabble Master, burn.
Huh? He didn't play Stormblood Berserker. Interesting.
No, you want to get the. You really don't want to play a 1/1 for 1.
Oh
for
yeah,
one,
yeah.
so-
Sorry, that's not the guy that goes
Bloodthirst.
away. That's the Bloodthirst guy. Right.
Yeah, well, there's-
That's interesting, because I was expecting him to cast a Seal of Fire and then use the Seal of Fire to trigger or to enable the
Seal of Fire is
Blood
innovator.
Berserker's Bloodthirst.
Because
But-
he really wanted to stop the mana acceleration.
Yeah.
Sylvan Carethid cannot eat a lightning bolt. I'm assuming we're gonna see a
Cannot.
lightning strike going upstairs here.
Probably. Nope.
No, interesting. Gozmit is taking things very patiently.
Yeah.
Is he preparing for another long game then?
Well, it seems like how you win this matchup, right? Like if you're just throwing all your burn spells and they cast Drag Dust, you die. Apparently.
And Ramy will be casting a Strike Tusk if he can find another land.
Night of Honor or
He-
Kitchen Finks?
He found his Green Sun Zenith again.
Yeah.
Oh.
That
That
was their
card
last turn.
does shuffle back into the...
All right, you use the Green Sun to get Sylvan Caryatid.
Oh yeah, Wall of Roots is another one that blocks for a while. Lava Dart can enable the Goblin. I'm assuming when we will see the Lava Dart go up... Oh, but he doesn't have enough mountains. Searing Blood, not exactly a winner here. Gozmit wouldn't hate drawing land.
I mean, it's not necessarily the MTGO shuffler. Like, that'll happen in real games, too. That's certainly done that with Lucent Zenith. Back to us.
Hashtag Ponderbug.
Yeah. Kill Drag Test.
It would have been nice to see a Progenitor Mimic Thragtusk, but maybe that's just getting too greedy.
Yeah, Mimic does a lot of silly things. Put this down a bit because I'm actually on camera. Does that become an artifact? Yep. Cast Goblin Round Master. Feed a 1/1 into the Solid Mage. Never mind, get past.
That's not too bad for Gozmit at this point.
Yeah.
It's interesting to note that Gozmit isn't playing Hazaret or Hellrider or any other popular 4-drops. I think his only 4-drop is Fiery Confluence.
Oh, no Koth either?
Oh, hey. The Stormlord Berserker actually got into play.
Yeah, there you go.
Because Searing Blood procced it.
No, there's no Koth either.
That's interesting. I mean, I think in Mono Red the number of 4-drops that you want is very low, but I think that like those might
2.
be... I think 3 is reasonable, when those 3 are Hazoret, Hellrider, and Koth. I wouldn't play other ones, but those are good ones to have. Yeah, I mean, Fiery Confluence is fine.
I don't like Fiery Confluence much, but apparently it's good.
It's not as good now when it can't hit Planeswalkers.
Yeah. I am well familiar with having been hit by the Planeswalker changes. It was Feared Visions and Electrostatic Field.
Scalp Clan, Berserkerino.
That can't effectively attack.
Flicker Wisp beats a Pillar of Flame. Oh, Flare is probably it's a Lava Dart, doesn't it?
Probably it's Lava Dart, yeah.
Oh, if you could have attacked there, and you could have. Oh no, that didn't work. So I think I can do
Sword of Fire and Ice.
Oh, that now it's gonna eat the Lava Dart in a hurry. How about we don't do?
He still has the mana to put the Sword of Fire and Ice on the Deputy Detention. Yeah. That's possession.
Gozmit scoops it up.
Yup.
I would have said Ramy's won now, but I said that last game and it didn't really work out that way.
Yeah, no, we didn't.
Literally won that time. Oh.
And Gozmit can
confused.
Question mark?
Oh, I think Gozmit considered the match.
I'm confused, yeah.
They might try to like settle things up so that it works out for the for like the clocks and stuff. I don't know.
Well, you're right. Because now if Ramy wins again, they still have to. If Ramy wins again, they still have to set up another match.
Apparently Gozmit forgot that it was best of 5.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, so they'll be remaking that.
Is Gozmit's picture on Discord? Is Gozmit's Discord on is Discord's picture on Discord a magic card, and is it a magic card that we know?
It looks like an angel some core, that kind of it is. I don't recognize it though. Monster B. Good start.
Usually is.
Oh yeah, you just get to... It's like standard again, except this time with Moxon. Interesting. So next turn is
One drops on
probably...
turn 1 is always helpful.
Yeah. Next turn is either land and Scab Clan, or probably Firebrand Suspend. Yeah, Firebrand Suspend. Suspend Ripples is one of my favorite tempo plays, because it says either cast a creature either by Lightning Bolt, or just don't cast a creature. I'm okay with both of those. Like, this bird's gonna eat the Bolt. Sort of Lightning Shadow. That's lucky. You ever path to exile a Fanatical Firebrand?
I can't say I have. I mean, Path to Exile is an excellent removal spell, very flexible, it's very cheap,
Yeah.
but sometimes...
Cloud Damage Berserker.
I posted the juice clip on another Discord, and the only response I've gotten so far is my friend Kay that just posted in all caps the juice.
Yeah, that's the correct response. Wait, it's best of 5. Didn't you concede? Or... Yeah, okay. Can't answer sword.
Is good, and a Blade Splicer chump blocks a Scab Clan Berserker. That all makes sense.
Ugh. Non-creature? Non-creature.
Yeah.
Counts the sword too.
And he found his 4th land. Is he going to Archaeomancer?
No,
Not
gonna
yet.
cast a thing that can block the Scab Clan Berserker. Ish.
Ish.
Like this is actually just a lethal attack.
Ooh.
He's got the shopping hand.
Yep. So, Gozmit takes match number 1.
Yeah.
Some very nice plays with Gozmit there.
Yeah.
Particularly in game 2, I think it was game 2, when he very effectively used his Runaway Steamkin for mana whilst being crimped on lands.
Yeah.
Runaway Steamkin and Skullclamp making a nice pairing there.
Yeah. Steamkin's a silly card.
I do like to see cards that have a unique upside to them, where they can be useful in a variety of situations.
Yeah.
But it leads to play patterns and examples
I
of things that we don't get to see very often.
That's what I was mentioning earlier. Like, in Standard, you can just play Elementals and pick your entire deck up with it.
That is nice.
Yeah.
I think the elemental theme in M20 was quite popular.
I was so happy about that. Elementals is my favorite tribe.
Ah.
Okay. They've got another match.
All right, so we're at game 1 of match 2. This is it. This is the actual grandest of finals.
And we know for certain that they remembered that this was the beginning of the next match because Gozmit's on the play.
Yes. Ramy again, mulligan to 5.
Yeah. Mulligan aggressively seems like it's the thing you gotta do. You cannot have a hand that would be good against a mid-range deck against this deck.
No.
That's why
You
I'm
need
all
the-
good to...
Fast
Wow.
acceleration, fast...
Yeah.
The deck doesn't play that much interaction.
Where's creatures? You need cheaper creatures.
Yes.
It's like
Yeah,
it's
the
why
creatures
you
are
saw.
primary means of interaction.
It's why I log into 4 and 5 a whole lot of Mikos. Because I need to find creatures and interaction. If I'm missing one of those, I probably die. Light up the stage.
Oh shoot! What
It's a
just?
pretty good lineup.
Uh,
Oh, it's a bigger Destiny.
I think we weren't showing. I wasn't showing. I was looking at the game
You sure
and they.
weren't. Yeah, you sure weren't.
Okay, yeah, we have the game now. Sorry about that.
Yes. Oh, there's a Teferi.
Little Teferi.
Big
Not so
enough
good
Teferi.
against the boards that go wide, but it'll be a speed bump.
Yeah.
And it's always nice when your speed bumps replace themselves.
Yeah. So this Wild Slash gets
So
cast.
we're still 2-1 for Gozmit, right? I didn't miss that much. I didn't really miss like a whole game or anything.
Oh, yeah, Gozmit won.
Oh, Gozmit
Gozmit went 3-1 in match 1.
Yeah. So we're in match
Oh, okay. I missed that much. Sorry, I kind of got distracted there for a second. I was posting about the tournament in like some channels and stuff. And
Yeah. That's why when you were asking a question about body double in one of the matchups, like, sorry, I didn't actually hear the question. I was paying attention to chemistry.
Yeah.
Gozmit decides to hold up Shard Volley rather than upgrade his Figure of Destiny.
Well, it's gonna kill the Stoneforge Mystic probably.
So they're
Possibly.
0-0 right now, right?
Yeah. This
Yes.
is game 1. That's for Fire Knights.
Wouldn't have it any other way. Let's go to the maximum amount of tension.
Go to game 5.
I budgeted 4.5 hours for this. Hopefully it doesn't count to that. But
The thing
So
with getting
this
a
game
Stoneforge
seems over, but I've said this before.
yeah, Ramy's draw has not been very friendly. Very friendly to him. This is looking pretty good for
yeah, it looks
for
like that
Gozmit.
sword is going to be too slow.
Also,
Yeah,
I did not realize that they swapped, which is unfortunate. I'm gonna
they did.
We're gonna fix that real quick.
Yeah. But I just while I was looking down, like, Sword of Fire Knights in the bottom hand. Oh, why does the red deck have Sword of Fire Knights? But why does the red deck have a Daily Cleave?
I'm fixing it.
Yeah. So next turn can be... Next turn doesn't actually matter. His hand is a bunch of burn. I mean, the stack was actually just not necessary. Yeah.
So Gozmit
Game
takes
2.
game 1 of match 2. This sounds a bit like a Wimbledon result.
I've heard that name.
Tennis.
Oh, tennis. Right.
Yeah, sorry for basically falling asleep at my keyboard. I I was looking at some other stuff, and then stuff happened, and was like, yeah, this guy have got commentary on lock. They don't need me, and then turns out.
Well, we do have commentary on lock. Hopefully we commentated well enough that they knew what was going on when they couldn't see the board.
Ah, so did Gozmit keep the one-lander? Yes, he did.
Pretty good one-laner to keep.
Yeah. Multiple repeatable sources of damage.
Is that right? What's that artifact? Oh, Bonner Career. Yeah. Well, yeah, the entire hand is one drops and then a series.
That's an electric tomato, right?
Yeah, it's electronic tomato.
Oh, there you go. Never didn't have it. At no point in time, this was not had.
Get to see how much of the chat knows what electronic tomato means.
I mean, it's like a tomato, but electronic. I don't understand why this is hard.
I can't say that's a phrase I've ever heard before.
Well, if you look at the art...
You need to watch Desert Bus more. You need to watch Desert Bus more.
Ah, I see. Now, Wall of Blossoms is a good blocker, but it doesn't block Bomac Courier quite as well as you might hope.
Yeah.
It still gets to accumulate that sweet, sweet postage.
Yeah. I came from a cascading translation. So translating in and out of English 13 times and then bring it back. And it ended up as an electronic tomato.
Nice.
Wait,
I don't remember what was the starting point for that one?
Bomac Courier.
Yeah.
Bomac Courier.
They just translated, they translated in and out of English a bunch, and it became the electronic tomato. Stone Rain remains my favorite, where they did that, and it just translated, the target was the target.
Yeah. One of my favorite ones was Tenders of Agony, because instead of Storm, it's just, this card is bad.
Oh, Rosmara Stone.
Aggro deck doing aggro deck things. It's actually...
I'm gonna post all these cards in chat.
Yeah.
Ramy has been doing
Kitchen Finks
very
is pretty
well
good.
at drawing Kitchen Finks.
Yeah. Well, it's a pretty good skill to have if your opponent's going to have all the 1-drops, but this is going to eat incendiary flow.
Yep.
And not get exiled. Because Soul Scar Mage. I was talking about that earlier.
Gold tricks.
Yeah.
I imagine that Ramy might have been expecting one burn spell to kill the Kitchen Finks, and then he'd be able to refresh it with his Restoration Angel, but it was not to be.
Yeah. I forgot that. I mentioned that earlier. The interaction with Soul Scar Mage and exiling things.
Ah, yeah. It's an interesting interaction.
Yep. It also makes them not high Rebel Arc. Pretty good. It also makes them not take damage from, Jackal
Ah, yeah. If the damage is replaced.
Yeah, because it doesn't get dealt damage. That happened on an X-Mage tournament once, and my opponent and I were looking at it, it's like, oh, that's kind of bugged. Wait, right, no, that's just how the rules work. Lots of card tools against you, lots of cards that can just be bad.
Speaking of bad, I posted the Tendrils of Agony head as well in chat.
Yeah.
Bad.
Oh, thank you.
There's one more that I just
Thank you. The target was the target.
Yeah.
I think my favorite of those is the Bomac Courier one, because in all the card, it's got a single red spherical object on it,
Yeah.
which could be the electronic tomato.
Yeah.
Trying to remember, there was one that was my favorite, and I can't remember what it is.
Stone Rain is just so good. Thank you. The target was the target.
And it's a scanner.
Yeah, it's a scanner.
I mean, obviously.
I like that also the activation, when you activate the electronic tomato, you can email tomatoes to all applicants in their positions.
Yeah. Later for Gozmit, to consider whether to shoot anything with things. Or consider whether to discard hands on my career. Looks like that list. Pentecost. First light. Face. Huh. Oh, I see. Yeah, put the 3.
Ah. Okay,
Yeah,
that's...
so. Without life gain, this is just Urban Evolution into 7.
Not just evolution.
7 or less?
Yes,
Nope,
it is all
just
less.
7. Just 7. No, that is less.
Yes.
It is actually less. Get Palace Jailer. And then Eldritch Evolution, guess. Thragtusk, probably.
Thragtusk seems like a prudent choice.
Oh, no. It's Dasani.
Ah.
That is a very important tool, right? Because it lets you
Is
also
evolution a
flicker it to
sorcery?
make more lifelink idiots.
Yes.
So Ramy's just dead.
Yes.
Yeah.
More
Yeah, that's
lifelink
really
idiots, but also, lava spike. So, tasty.
Trigger prowess.
Yep. And if he really had to, which he doesn't, he'd be able to cast both the spells in his hand. But just one will do the trick.
Just point him face wise and just point him faceward and
Ramy said in chat that he did mean to get Thragtusk there.
Definitely chose wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was a misclick or like, oh, I want to start me. Wait, frick.
That's a good
So
question.
is Gozmit one game away from winning the
Yep.
whole thing in this terrible
Yep.
matchup? Boy.
allegedly
games.
terrible?
Well, I mean, I think Gozmit is making it sound worse than it is, but I do think Ramy is favored.
I think it's that.
Yeah.
Like,
I'd agree with
I
that
think it like
assessment.
if you listen to Gozmit, it's like an 80-20 matchup, and it's probably closer to like 60-40, 65-35, something like that.
Yeah.
Like, the thing is that Ramy's deck has some fluff in it, where Gozmit's deck is hyper-focused. Gozmit's deck will do the same thing every time, and that thing is killing you.
Hey, TRM. They swap sides again.
God damn it. I hate
And
all of it.
yet again, Ramy draws Kitchen Finks.
Can they turn to the kitchen things this time? The elf obviously died. No, they're on the right sides. What are you talking about?
I don't know what Gozmit was checking. Was checking a deck list. Was checking presumably Ramy's deck list.
All right, that makes
But
sense.
I don't know what for.
I think I need to do some.
Ape of Justice, we know.
The answer on
We're
the
working
wrong
on it.
side? No. What?
They flipped over again. That's what I said.
Oh, yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong things. Oh.
That's what I said.
No, I understand it now. I was just.
Okay.
I was looking at the name tags, and then I realized, yeah, the name tags will have to be swapped too.
The name tag drops the hands. What are you talking about?
Yeah, the name tag is on the right side with respect to the hand. That's
Yeah.
Turns out that fine.
Yes, because the hands are on the wrong side.
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Ramy may have found his Kitchen Finks again, but he couldn't even cast it.
No. Good wins the match.
Wait, is match over?
Yeah, that's how Mountain Red works. They get a good hand. It's like,
Yeah, we didn't even have time to
burn,
switch the hands.
Goodbye.
Gozmit, get into the call, you maniac.
Holy.
I'm not even mad.
That was what, 6-0?
I won
6-1.
6-1.
Okay,
Yeah.
6-1.
What?
Pretty good for a bad matchup.
I'll
Huh?
admit the second to last one, I'm not sure if I'd lost it if you got the Fractals and something else there. I think I might well have like Fractals and I don't know, Knight, something like that. I probably lost.
Yeah, this is what comes of playing Magic on like 5 hours of sleep.
Yep. The second game you just didn't mulligan. The last game you just didn't mulligan, because unless you had something you could do.
Well,
with all
I
of
rolled the 6, and I was hoping one of my dorks would live, and I'd just slam a Kitchen Finks and
Yeah.
do stuff.
All right,
Yeah,
Gozmit,
I was just
Turn
like
the-
scared of you casting anything fast.
turn your camera on. We got some stuff. I want you here for the
But I'm blushing.
while I shower you with accolades.
Oh.
Well done, Gozmit.
Yeah,
Thanks.
congratulations.
Man.
You won the whole
Honestly,
thing.
I was so scared.
I'm gonna
Oh
drop
yeah,
out
but
because I
Lucas,
have to go.
I'm not sure if you talked about it, but I was checking Ramy's deck list. I was like looking at like what can he get if I kill his Revelog and get it. Should I kill it and hope to keep my courier with 4 fucking cards under it? but I don't have the mana to just throw my hand away and then just sack him and kill him. It's like, when I saw that Eldritch Evolution, I was like, should I kill it? Should I kill it? Should I kill it?
Yeah.
I mean, admittedly, you could still have gotten basically the same line of play and like gotten a free drop, sacked the recruiter to get a Fractus, and then you just would have had a recruiter less, admittedly, but
Yeah, that would still happen.
Alright, I am gonna head out.
but then I would have had a 1-1 as well, which is big
It's been
difference.
fun playing with
Okay,
you guys.
just want to make some closing statements. Again, congratulations to Gozmit for taking down the whole event and the whole season. Season 3 champion Gozmit. You shall be heretofore, you shall be henceforth known, and season 3 champion Gozmit. We'll make sure to we'll make sure that everybody just refers to you as a season 3 champion Gozmit from this point on. I want to remind everybody that we are hopefully gonna start season 4 next week, maybe the week after, but I'm hopeful for next week, and that if you want to have a say on what time slot that's gonna be, the poll is right here in chat. This was awesome. I think this season was really fun. I want to thank all of our players, and I want to thank our finalists, Gozmit, Ramy, Loman, who sadly had to leave us before actually being able to play the grand finals, and Windy and Bailite. I want to thank everyone that helped us with the broadcast, Thunder Numbers, Eloquen, and Loman, who jumped in a couple times where I was like, I'm by myself, what do I do? And Loman is an absolute homie, so he was like, yeah, I got you, bud. I want to hope that I see everybody next week when we run things. If you can't join us for the weekend, join the leagues that run on the Discord. I post the link in chat to the Discord. And this is season 3 was a lot of fun. I want to make season 4 even more fun. If you have any feedback, if you have anything, just make sure that you shoot me a message, and I'll make sure that you have. I'll listen to you, see if we can get something going from that point of view. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I think that's all she brought. Is Ben live now?
No, I don't. Wait, I'll check. 1 second.
No, okay.
He's not.
I would tell you to go raid Ben, but he's not live, so never mind.
Yeah.
No raiding Ben. Fine. Ben.
Canadian Hermit.
No, seriously. Thanks everyone for watching. I will talk to you all. I'll talk to you all next week. And thanks again. Goodbye.